Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's an international break, but there ain't no damn breaks for this pod. We here yet again. Yanks Talk Ball. We back in the building. We are Knuff. I'm Knuff. You are Knuff. I hope y'all having a good ass day. I hope y'all are just enjoying yourselves wherever you are, hearing this. And welcome into episode 12, I believe, of Yanks Talk Ball. We back here. We talking this, so I'm saying, some great football again, some great takes, some very, very, freedom-filled, refreshing takes, from the squad, from the gang. We here, and of course, you're gonna run through it. Phil's in the building. What's going on, Phil?
What's good? What's going on, everyone? Man, I'm so, words can't describe how excited I am for today's pod. We're gonna play some games, and there are gonna be some howling takes. And once again, I think you're used to it by now. None will come from me.
We'll see. We'll be the judge of that. Man. But next time we got Adrian in the building with us, man, on this international break. How you doing, fam?
I'm good. I know I'm using a different microphone today, so I apologize for the audio being a less quality, but I'm here.
At least we can see your whole face this time. You know what I mean? Like you was.
Yo, facts, bro. The mass singer from last week.
You know what I'm saying? Bro's doing the John Cena with the mic, like a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. We here now. It's all right. And we got Chase in the building with us, man. What's going on, Chase?
Not much. A little more facial hair this week.
Yeah, the beard growing back.
Starting to not look like a child again, but I'm excited. I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't know what you guys are talking about with all this contentious stuff. I think I have a team that can't be debated or talked against. I think I have the perfect 11. So.
Oh my!
I already know that.
Ashley,
the viewers don't even know what we're doing yet, man.
Check John Terry. Ashley,
hey,
we already know what's gonna be.
Nah, we go talk to him.
Ivanovich right back.
That's insane. We'll get to that in a little bit. But of course, Gene is in the building. NoChillGean, what's going on, dog?
What's up, man? I would just like to say that I'm just glad to see Adrian awake and sitting down for this podcast. I'm very glad to see it.
Make sure to turn the camera off tonight.
Oh boy.
Hey man, that's crazy.
We'll leave it at that, though. I don't have to add more.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is an inside joke and a half, man.
Yeah, no. If you know, you know, man. Don't
release the tapes.
No.
We'll see.
Hey,
we have to get a certain amount of likes on something for that to happen.
If Mid City loses their next game,
let's just say we saw that bed behind him being used. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'll tell the viewers, local man was sleeping. That's it. There was nothing else, man. These guys try to twist every single narrative possible.
Yo, this is like VAR, bro. You gotta release the tapes to clear out the.
Oh, that ass, man.
We're
gonna think it's something.
Interesting. But
I wish Trey had the whole thing recording, man. That was my dream, just to have like the whole thing.
And you would have seen some stuff you don't want to see, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I've
been dreaming about having a tape of a man sleeping in his bed. That's crazy, man.
I'm trying to switch it. I don't care. Listen, imagine this, like a time lapse from like when he got off until like waking up, writing the email, and then go. Just a time lapse would just be too good, man.
Insane. But listen, to the viewers, I implore you, don't be like Adrian and don't sleep on this podcast. Make sure you go to all your audio podcast platforms, rate it 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? Type in Yanks Talk Ball and hit that top left corner. Hit that 5 stars. Go tell a friend that we out here to help us grow and go further in the algorithm system so we can hit all types of new listeners in the interwebs. Also, check us out on YouTube. Again, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the fun places on social media across the internet at Yanks Talk Ball. And with that being said, we can get into something special again for international breaks. There's not really no football going on. There wasn't really any other major stories. Again, there's one side thing I didn't want to talk about.
There's a major story that I don't know if you want to even touch about it, the shooting thing.
Yeah, I definitely at least want to touch on that. But all I want to say is I give my heartfelt condolences to the two folks the two fans that unfortunately passed away to all the madness.
Yeah, I hope they catch the guy, because when I sent it, I haven't gotten an update to it. The guy was still out on the loose and stuff like that. So hopefully they catch that guy quickly, or girl, whatever. But hopefully
suspended the game, and it's crazy, man. It's just, this life shit is short. This life shit is wild, man. Again, just make sure you tell people you love them, and shit like this shouldn't be standing in a place of love and fun and enjoyment like football, man. This sport is about like again coming together and having fun, and when motherfuckers get taken away from that by senseless, violence and just stupid shit in the world, it's so disheartening, man. So again, my heart goes out to those two folks and their families, and just hopefully we can put an end to all this wild shit across the world. That's all I got to say on that.
Well said.
And, yeah, there was actually another small story. It was funny. What's it called? Alex Iwobi was trying to rap in the studio, and I was like, my brother. I don't know. I didn't send it in the chat on purpose. I need you to
please
Adonis.
Recite his.
How is Adonis better rapper than him, man?
Bro,
now recite that famous line from Alex Iwobi Trey.
I can't. Just have to know. He tried to play with the bars I'ma do and oh nah. He tried to play with the word play with I'ma do and nah. And it. Bro, listen, I love Alex Iwobi. You know me. I got love.
Wait, do I know that you love him? Do we know that?
Listen, he's an artist. He came from Hale End as a Hale End boy. You know what I'm saying? That's love in my heart for him, brother. Leave the booth alone. You got a good life. Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking, man.
I like to rap sometimes, but I'm keeping that as a hobby at best. I listen. I'm not going.
Trey, I guarantee you, whatever you do is 10 times better than him. Like I even remember something I saw like a year ago. That shit was way better. Whatever.
Oh, for real now. Trey got some bars on there. He's underselling himself.
Appreciate that.
I think Adrian right now. Adrian, if you do a rap for us like for 15 seconds right now, it'll be better than whatever he did on that one. Bro, oof. And he had it written too. He was writing like it wasn't a freestyle. Like he was reading this like
I ain't gonna lie,
like
bro.
Ghostwriter and all. And
if there was a fraud of the week for the international break, he was in the running.
Damn, it was that bad.
I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it.
It was like stinky,
dog. And it was crazy because he was being guessed as the mystery rapper who was a Premier League footballer. We thought it was him, but it was Ojo. It was Seiji Ojo. Insane, man, absolutely insane. But yeah,
shout out Shay Ojo.
Yeah, we get all the other small stuff out the way. We can get to this game that we're playing for this international break. Since there was nothing really, much more to talk about, we decided to take a little time out and give a quick little 1 to 11. Let's debate and decide on the best 11 of players in the 21st century from 2000 and on. To this point now, who were the best players that have touched the pitch in that time frame? And again, we can give a little bit more
add the rules.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, please.
No Messi, no CR7. Too easy.
This is boring. Yeah, it's boring.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some picks here might be boring still, but at least they're not as obvious as CR7 and Messi. And then we're doing a review where we all review at once. Mm-hmm. So if anyone,
and we're trying to make a combined 11. So somehow we have to get all 5 of us to agree on every single position. Whew. Man, it should be fun.
Nah, I'm this is gonna be some wild shit.
Fireworks coming up, man.
I think I already know goalkeeper is gonna be like.
I think there's only like 3 options for goalkeeper.
But that's what I'm saying. But even then, if
some obviously some positions have 5, 6, 7. I really think goalkeeper. I think 3 is the max.
But even then, for us to all agree on one over the other is going to be where the problem lies, not on if they're in the same level or not.
Yeah. Very insane.
So we're gonna start already off.
All right. So yes,
I'm ready.
Let's begin.
You want to do it on 3, 2, 1, go? Like on the go?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, reveal. I'll say 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Wait, everyone has it ready?
Hold on, wait.
I don't know. Give me a second.
Yeah. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start.
I'm gonna do a little clip art with a flag next to it. Hold on.
Yeah, you better put the right flag.
God. Yeah, this guy. This is how you know it's Italy or Spain for him, bro. Because if it was any other flag, he'd be struggling right now.
I wouldn't know the flag.
Like if he got Peter checked, if he got checked, he was not finding that flag.
Nah, on iPhone, you just type the country and the flag comes up. Yeah, that cheat code.
Okay, I'm ready.
Damn, Trey, come on, man.
Yeah, why is Trey not ready? This is the guy counting us down.
Chase said clip art. Now he got me in the mood.
Forget that clip art, bro. My name isn't even typed. It's handwritten. It's disgusting. No uppercase letters.
I'm good. All right, we can start with the goalkeeper. All right. In 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Oh my God. Oh
no
my God.
way. Let's go, Phil. We see you, gang.
Let's go, Trey.
We see you, gang.
The three that we have, the 3 that everyone but Gene has would be the 3 that I would say when I said there's 3. Those are the 3. To throw Allison in there is just a debacle.
I'm not gonna lie.
In what world is that a debacle?
We're going through a whole century. and like legendary. Like I
23
mean,
years. Alisson, how is he not on the level of these three keepers?
Ability-wise, he absolutely is, and I will not put that past him. I think he's one of the
You gotta
greatest
take
keepers we've
everything
ever
into
seen
account,
ability-wise. But over the span of time, I feel like he will be. He's on the path to being the best goalkeeper. And again, we've seen this century. I think he is, but he got to get past this man. This man has done some.
Alisson is a better keeper than Casillas, right? Like that's like
I can agree with that. At least ability-wise, I can agree with that. At the minimum,
pure ability, not career, not achievements.
No, ability-wise,
he may be better than I
Listen.
I think that Alisson is better than Buffon as a player.
Yeah, I would say he's better than both of them. But like Casillas, I feel like is the
but the reliability, the dependability, like, or I guess same word. Just the fact that Buffon's been doing it for so long, has won pretty much everything you can win. I think you have to take that into account as well as his ability, which really, I mean, is neck. Obviously, I think Alisson's better, but
no Champions League for Buffon.
Yeah, and no World Cup for Alisson.
Not his fault.
But
I don't blame him. You might blame him.
Listen, the only, like I said, I'm okay with having Neuer as one over Alisson, but not Casillas and Buffon. Just because
I agree.
Alisson and Neuer just on the ball, like we have to put that into account now. Unfortunately, if Buffon and Casillas will start now, like of course they're going to be amazing keepers, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be starting for Manchester City.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be starting for other, like, you know what I'm saying, for these top teams. I don't think so personally. Or Neuer, you could throw him you could throw him 1943, you could throw him in 2000 and whatever, and he could start for any team, you know. So I'm personally okay with putting Neuer, just because, you know, at the end of the day, I just don't.
And Neuer is probably the best. Like, he's probably the greatest goalkeeper of all time at this point, at least in my eyes.
I think
that's what I put him in terms of revolutionizing the position for the modern age.
He's not the best skier of all time, though.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's not the best what?
He's not the best skier.
He's not the best skier of all time.
Yeah, we have to take that into accountability, you know, like
that's a lack of a
guy. Him being injured for a year because of this.
What if the World Cup was next year, bro, and he went to and he can't play because he got his, you know, maybe we have to put that in, you know.
That's very wild.
Like I'll perfectly be okay with putting Neuer first, just because I think
I'd be okay with putting Neuer first too.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully that's as easy as it goes.
Yeah. Internationally and domestically, the man's an anomaly, bro. I'm sorry. Like he's
done everything.
He's disgustingly good. It makes no sense. But again,
I still believe he should have won the Ballon d'Or in 2014. I was vouching for him back in the day.
Well, I believe Courtois should have won it last year over Benzema, but that's another.
Yeah, goalkeepers in general don't get that level of clout. But I feel like hopefully we should be able to start turning that corner as, like, you know, goalkeepers start to play more outwardly and shit, on top of they have the responsibilities of what they do now, you know, shot stopping and
also no one had Courtois written down. I'm surprised Chase didn't have Petr Cech, to be honest.
Yeah,
I thought he'd try and make a case.
I thought about it, but I mean, I think he's kind of right below that tier. I think he would be like the top guy in the next tier.
I think he's with like Van der Sar, like he's in that same level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just that one thing, just like
the thing is with Czech, it's like what more could Czech have done in his career though? Honestly, like being from the Czech Republic, he's never gonna win the World Cup. He was a goalkeeper in the best defense in Premier League history, conceding 15 goals. Like I don't think that's ever gonna get beat.
Ridiculous.
His performance in the 2012 Champions League win, insane. Like not just the final, but the semifinal, just out of this world.
Can I comment on what I think it is? I think that he when he should have retired, he didn't.
So, and he brought his dumb ass over to us and almost murdered my life.
I mean, but it's not like Casillas and Buffon ended their careers well. Casillas at the end was mistakes after mistakes.
But again, it's like if you go down like Buffon, like no, he wasn't on that level and he went down a step. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't continue for I don't know ever how long. Like Buffon, even 2-3 years ago when he was still in the first division, he was still doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like you see those freaking, even when he was for Juve, whatever, he was doing amazing. But then like when he saw he wasn't on that level anymore, he went down to a division, you know, he went where he started or whatever. So I feel like that grace, like that he gave himself, even though he played 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't Czech didn't play that long, did he? 20 plus at that level, like Buffon?
No, not 20 plus, but he went to Chelsea in what, like 2004, 2003, something like that. And when did he retire?
Like what? 10 years
2019
prime.
retired. So maybe like 15 years.
10 years in his prime, probably. where Buffon was just
Should we
more.
mention some keepers that maybe are like just below that tier? Just
That's
honorable
what I
mentions.
said. I said Van der Sar.
Say
Julio Cesar.
Julio Cesar.
Yeah.
Maybe Victor
No.
Valdez.
No.
Below, just below
Listen,
that one.
I have.
Yo, Adrian's banter.
Victor, yeah, no, you're tweaking.
Listen, I have.
This guy's
Um,
funny.
I have Gio
What about
over
Kahn?
Julio Cesar, by the way.
Oliver Kahn.
I mean, the thing with Khan is
But
that he
that
played
Kahn
a
is
little
the
bit before.
90s.
We were a little
Yeah.
bit young, and it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did play a little bit in the 2000s as well.
I think he
I
only.
mean, I
Layman.
don't even think
Layman.
many people would put Kahn as the greatest German keeper over Neuer at this
Nah,
point.
I
Like, I think
Yeah,
Neuer's
I
legacy
think
is
because of a
yeah.
no, yeah. But like I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if it was like 10
And
years
also,
ago or 20 years or 15 years ago, Kahn was.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
Yeah, when I was a
considered
kid, people like I always used to hear Oliver Kahn was the best keeper in the world. But I mean, yeah, obviously, like we were really young and like the
Exactly,
game's
yeah.
advanced.
I think
since then.
in the 2002 World Cup, he only conceded once before Brazil or something, and
Mm.
like he was the one like basically keeping them safe, and then R9
Mhm.
destroyed him. But that's why like people like talk about that World Cup final. What R9 did was like
Mm.
crazy because the
Yeah, it
score
was
on Kahn was
unheard
already
of.
tough,
Unheard of.
and then
But he made it look
bro
easy.
scored 2 in the World Cup. Yeah, so yeah, that guy is amazing. But like I said, it's the 90s and stuff like that, whole different era.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I hear it. I
Yeah,
hear
so
it.
Neuer-
That's
yeah.
fair. So we'll give
So
Neuer
yeah,
that
we'll
spot in the
give Neuer.
21st century. Let's go
Neuer,
to
yeah.
right back next. Let's start
So I didn't even
we
write
got
this
with
down.
right
Yeah,
back.
let's
This
get
is
this real
tough,
quick.
man.
I'll give you a couple
I would
seconds. You know what I'm
left
saying?
You already did it.
Same flag, just different name.
We'll see.
what, for
we'll
right
figure
back?
it out for right back. Right back.
So left back and right back have the same flag, but
Yeah, for him.
Oh.
Yeah, for him.
I thought you were
I'm
saying
not
his
gonna
right back
lie.
was the same flag as his keeper. I was like, huh? Who do you have there?
Nah.
let me.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'll explain later, but you know,
I'm ready with my
there's
right
truth
back.
to that. I am ready as well. All right.
Y'all not gonna like this. But
I'm-
Yeah, mine not like
He
mine.
got the-
This
he
is
got the
this is me
bias.
being fun.
This is a
nah,
very
if you put Trent, my God.
this is a very close
No,
one.
no, Trent isn't fun.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
just
in my opinion.
ridiculous.
This is a very
This is
very close
bias.
one. This is a
Straight
very close
bias.
one in my opinion. Just based
Yeah,
on
Jimenez,
okay,
Emmanuel
everyone's
Labour
ready.
in the
how
right
I
back.
laid out. Yeah, all right. 3, 2, 1. Reveal. Cafu.
Yo,
Phil Lam. Oh, and let me start.
You know, I was close to putting Danny Alves. That's
I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah.
I was like,
I had Danny Alves written down, and then I put erased
He
him.
hates
Wow, it's
Brazilians,
fun.
though.
Between Danny Alves, Cafu,
And
and Philip
Cafu.
Lahm, it's razor thin lines. It is razor thin for me. Again, it's just Philip Lahm is one. Again, people already say he's one of the smartest motherfuckers of all time who's ever played the game. Again, man,
That's what Pep says.
just
Smartest player ever
like
worked with.
literally, just like again, one
Yeah,
of the
he says
one of-
Mateus Nunes is one of the best footballers.
Hey, man, listen.
right now. So.
Yeah, he's a liar. Yeah, it's true.
But I for Philip Lahm, I can definitely believe that being
he
true.
may not be
Again,
captain.
he's one of the forebearers of again just that whole right back to center mid inversion and all that stuff like that. Just very very smart, tidy
Even
football.
before that,
how many
he was just,
Bundesligas?
like-
yeah, even yeah.
How
Outside
many
of that,
Bundesligas? You can't even
Oh,
count.
yeah.
You know,
How-
like
okay.
25
Yeah,
Bundesligas.
well,
but
the
you know what I'm
Bundesliga.
saying? Like again,
Those fake-ass
we'll
fucking
throw the Champions League on there,
even
we'll throw the
even
Super
when he
Cup,
had
Club
when
World
he
Cup,
was
whatever you want.
explosive, you know,
But
like insane player.
yeah, very insane.
Yeah, remember his
player.
opening goal in the 2006 World Cup?
Yeah.
I'll never forget. That was the first
Yep.
time I ever heard his name, bro. Insane. Like he was playing
What
left back
happened-
that tournament.
And what happened in Germany that World Cup?
Not his fault, bro. No, that Grosso goal, not his fault. But
Yeah.
yeah, just an insane career, bro. Left back, right back, defensive mid, just
Mhm.
yeah,
And
like,
that's
throughout
why.
the-
That's why I chose my player for right
Yeah.
back. Because he's a strict right back. He's not jack of all trades. That guy played the right back as no one ever played it before, man. Cafu, my captain. How I miss him, man. And him, when you compare him to Alves, yeah, Alves did more in the 21st century, but Cafu was still in his prime in the 21st century. It's not like he got he was dead,
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
literally at the latter end
I
of
mean,
his
he
career,
was still-
he played the most of his games for
Yep.
AC Milan, and then what club was he at beforehand? Before AC
I
Milan?
mean, he was still quality, but would you say that was his prime, rather than the 90s?
2002 World Cup. It was that was
I mean, he was
after-
he was captain. Yeah, that was
That's what
that
I'm
was
saying.
like
You know what I'm saying? Like that's prime him. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2007. He retired in 2009. 2007. I don't think he started the UCL final. They still won it, but he still played a shit ton of games for that Milan side. The 03 UCL, he fucking won that shit. He obviously
Istanbul.
started.
He was there too.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that guy. I don't know, man. Him over Dani Alves. Dani Alves is a little bit better forward. A little bit, definitely better forward, but at right back, if you need a guy to, Cafu is your man. That guy is your.
Who did you have again?
Me, I had Cafu as well. I
Had
had Cafu.
Cafu.
So 2 Cafu, 1 Dani Alves, 2 Lam. Is that the Nigerian flag?
No, hey. Nah, chill, bro.
Yo, it kind of looks like it. I can't lie.
No, that was Brazil. It's just the glare.
Ah, okay.
Nah, don't worry.
Yo, clean that screen, bro.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. But nah, so
You want to make a case for Alves, Chase?
I mean, up until like a couple months ago, he had the most trophies of all time, did he not?
He did.
Plus, just the fact that he was integral in one of the most, if not the best sides of all time, and him and Messi kind of, that partnership, and the fact that, again, like one of the, or in my opinion, the best player of all time, trusted him and formed a relationship with him to the point that, again, that right side was just deadly. But yeah, I just think the whole, his persona. I mean, obviously he wasn't as like business as Lam is in terms of shirt tucked in and never getting red cards or anything. But I just think that like playing the right, he kind of changed. I don't know if he changed it, but just playing right back, like how far up he went and how kind of attacking minded he is was crazy.
He was the first real like modern fullback, right? In terms of like
doing all
yeah,
things.
being an attacker first and foremost.
I think Roberto Carlos is before him.
Probably. Actually, I agree.
But Daniel was just another level in the consistency of the attacking output. Like Chase was saying, him and Messi on the right hand side for a decade nearly maybe at Barcelona, just like something you'd never seen before. If we're talking pure ability, like he's in my team over Lam, of course, any day of the week. Like he's a better footballer than him. But yeah, I wanted to be a bit more fun, just show respect to someone who, like the pathological liar Pep said, smartest footballer he's ever worked with. And just the way he was able to like I was saying earlier, 2006 World Cup, amazing performance for Germany from left back, and then 8 years later as the right back captains Germany to winning the World Cup, and then have a treble winning season in between there where he captains Bayern Munich. Just such an established and like well-rounded career in multiple positions with multiple play styles, multiple managers, multiple philosophies. For someone who wasn't the quickest, wasn't the biggest, the fact that he was rarely getting exposed in his position and fullback where you can easily get cooked. I mean, just look at some players nowadays.
He never got a red card in his career.
Yeah, that was a stat. He never got sent off, which is
wow.
Again,
what's it called? But that's why between the three players that we have, I would only have him competing with Cafu and not Dani Alves for that exact reason. Because as good as Dani Alves was, he couldn't do what he did for Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Copa America there, but when it matters the most in a World Cup, Cafu did it, Lam did it, and Dani Alves was always he wasn't even starting over Maicon. You know what I'm saying? Like when he should have.
Right.
Like he was letting old Maicon start over him. Like you cannot. Like you have to show that you're him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I don't have like Dani Alves in between these two. It's just because he didn't give that extra that we do get from Lam and Cafu for the national team.
I say something wild.
Oh, should we? Before you say that, I'm just gonna say I'm obviously not. I'm obviously biased in that I saw way more of Lam just because of how old I am than Cafu. So like I don't think I can give a really well-rounded argument on why Lam should be in there ahead of Cafu. But if y'all wanna chip in with thoughts on that, I'm free. And then Chase, let's hear that.
No, well,
I was going to say, I'll say one name, and then I'll say a name.
Okay,
Carvajal. Not think about it.
No, I'm
think
not
about it.
Nah,
Then might as well go say Nacho Fernandez for the next one.
I'll give it to Kyle Walker before Carvajal.
Club.
I'd rather have Kyle Walker as my right back over Carvajal.
I'd have Sergio Ramos.
He started the World Cup final in 2010, didn't he?
No, Sergio Ramos
was
the right back.
A right back?
Carvajal was like an infant.
Carvajal was not. Yeah, Carvajal was not. Carvajal was around with like really the three-peat Champions League.
Carvajal joined the banter.
For some reason, I thought he played on the
trophies. It was Ramos and then Arbeloa. Yeah, I'd have Arbeloa ahead of Carvajal.
Yeah, bro. I thought he was on that Spain team. That's why I said that.
I think I'd have Carvajal with Trent competing like all time.
Man, yeah, I can't argue.
No, I don't want to disrespect him too much, but
wait, why is it disrespectful?
Well, no, I'm not saying Trent. I'm just like I don't want to laugh off Carvajal. Like I don't want to laugh at the idea of Carvajal.
I just don't think
because I respect Carvajal, but he's just not. He's not on that like
No, he's
He's like
nowhere near that level. He's
Like,
nowhere
but how
near.
many tiers below that level is he?
Well, in terms of like right backs, he's not that many because there aren't that many great right backs. But
Exactly.
I think right
there's
back
a-
is
there's a
such
He's
a-
certainly like a tier below.
there's a
because there's not a whole
just
lot
because
of
there
right
aren't a lot of good right backs.
Yeah,
But in
exactly.
terms of
Yeah.
like his actual as a player,
Like
he's
if
way
you put
below.
Jesus Navas at right back for Madrid during those years, I don't know how much different like
Mm.
career
It
like
is.
what like Madrid
is.
would do different wise.
No, I agree.
You know
I agree,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Like,
That's my thing with outside back though is like, and I guess that's kind of I'm almost debating myself out of like Carvajal, but that's why like Dani Alves and people like that who stand out are such a anomaly because and I've always said I think that's the easiest position to play on the field in terms of like you can just put out 6 out of 10 performances week in week out, and that's really all you need. Like you don't need your right back to be, open your hips, play the ball at the line. You're usually fine as long as you can like somewhat 1v1 defend.
got a
And Trent,
jockey.
yeah, Trent's proven that you don't even really have to do that, but he does have other aspects to his game that kind of make up for it. But I think right back in general, like you got to really, even more than left back, because you see a lot of left backs who are a lot more kind of, innovative and different. But right back, I think it's just like a business position. You just got to get the job done.
So how are we settling this? How are we
So
settling
the
this?
only reason because if we settle Lam like had a longer period of time in the
Yeah.
21st century, but then I would say like yeah, but he didn't play the right back position at all times. Where Cafu always played the right back position during like his period during his prime from 2000 to 2006.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But is
saying?
that a
Like,
knock
6 years?
against Lam or just
No, that's not a
like
knock
just
on him.
how good
but
he is?
we're going based off position. Like like I said, he's amazing. I'm putting him over Dani Alves, literally the most decorated Brazilian of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And coming from a Brazilian, so I don't put that lightly at all. I just think as if I have put a right back on my team, like it all depends what team you have. But like again, I don't know, man. Cafu is he's just him, man. Like when it comes to being solid and just being a monster, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you have Henri going against Lam, I don't know if we've seen that or if we've seen it too much. I just think that there's like levels on how he could compete defensively, where Cafu just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think if it's
But then
prime
again,
for prime, I'd probably say Cafu just off like
Yeah.
again like I was too young to really see him in his prime, but just off what he accomplished and the 2002 winning team and everything, and he was in the '94 team too.
Yep.
So 2 World Cups, which is insane. But yeah, I think like what you said is for me that's like a good reason why I should have Lam instead of Cafu. Just the fact that his entire career was in the 21st century, as opposed to Cafu, where like his best years are split between the 90s and 2000s.
The bulk of Cafu's appearances though were literally like in the 2000s. Like most
Yeah,
of
that's
them,
what I'm saying.
well, like
If
his
his-
last
if
2
it was
clubs
like
were
this-
like more than both of like the rest of his
That's what I'm
clubs
saying.
combined.
If the Cafu thing, if it started like, if it ended like 2003, then okay. But like 2000
he
is
was
like when he's hitting
2008,
it.
9.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
played
It's not
late
like,
into
he
the
retired in
2000s.
like 09.
Yeah.
Yeah, so him playing there is one thing, but it's just the fact that like when the best years of his career were, like his best years were split between the 2 decades. Like I think the reason he played so much
internationally too.
later on is because like he was able to extend his career longer, and he's Cafu, so you keep playing him while while you have him.
Nah, I hear it.
I don't know.
What do y'all think, Adrian Chase?
I'm kind of.
I would say Lam.
I mean, I said Lam because I was too young to really analyze Cafu on that level. I mean, that's
bro.
true.
No Carvajal.
So we're going off. We're too young to analyze someone. It's crazy. So no one from 2010.
It's better than people who argue Pele's the GOAT who have never even seen a clip of him playing in their life.
Well, respect Pele and stuff that neither of us will even touch. You know what I'm saying? So talk with respect about him, please, because right now there's a different in levels. And come on, Pele clears all of us right now. So let's respect our elders. At the end of the day, the king of football, 3 World Cups, please. Thank you.
But no, I have a lot of respect for Cafu. It's not that I can't put him in because of the era he played in, but just the fact that we're doing a 2000s list.
Yeah.
So, and like
That's
it's
what I'm
not that
saying.
it's not that I won't.
Prime.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that I won't put someone who I didn't see much, but it's just I'll have a bias towards someone who like I was basically old enough to watch their entire career. You know, starting from 06 is when I first really saw Lam. Obviously, that wasn't the start of his career, but he was like maybe 23, I think, back then. Up until he eventually retired. So.
Is left back unanimous?
I mean, if we got majority on Lam, that's our pick, right?
I can concede that with Lam.
I would say
honestly,
Lam.
but
I won't concede, but majority beats me. So
Yeah.
What can I do?
I
think left back is
next or
unanimous.
center backs?
Do you want? Yeah, that's up to y'all. Do you want to do the other
I
fullback?
had my left back ready.
All right, let's do
Yeah, I
that
got
then.
left back.
Yeah. Let me go back to mine.
All right, I got mine ready.
There should be
Ooh.
all five.
It's not gonna be, I promise you.
I don't. I really.
I know
don't
you guys
think-
are gonna
Alaba?
put some other shit just to
Oh,
like
yeah.
start a conversation, but this should be the easiest thing in this
I promise
podcast.
you, it's not gonna be.
Mm,
Especially if you guys are gonna talk about being merchants, time-wise, nostalgia merchants.
mm.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
I gotta. I can't
Yo, this
be-
guy's typing, bro. You don't.
Yeah,
No.
Trey, what's going on, bro?
No, I could. Oh, I could be a.
Left
He's trying
back
to make
since
sure he
20.
doesn't forget like the easiest shit ever.
No. I don't want to
Hurry
type
up,
this
man.
motherfucker 'cause he's a snake. Or whatever.
Hurry up. Man, it's
Okay,
spoiling too.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
So, viewers, this is what you get when you don't prep before the show.
Yeah, I wasn't.
We had so much
Say all
time.
this. If Chase is saying all this and he has Ashley Cole, I'm actually gonna. I might like leave the pod. If he's saying this and he has Ashley Cole, I'm actually gonna go crazy. But
Oh man, Gene's gonna have fun with this. All right, you ready, Trey?
All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Ashley
Yo,
Cole.
you were laughing at me, bro.
Ashley Cole,
my
Ashley
God.
Cole, baby, come on,
Yo,
wait. Let's talk
get
about
the
the
fuck
snake.
outta
Let's
here,
be
man.
real.
Oh
Let's
my
be
God.
real. Let's
No,
be
when we talk
real.
about this guy, did Maldini
Oh, yeah.
even play in the 2000s at left back? Wasn't that early?
Wait, who picked what? Who picked what?
Oh, really? Was
Maldini
Adrian
did
put
play
Maldini.
left back. He did play left back in the Istanbul final. He did play left back.
We can
against
count
us.
that. We can count that. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Listen, I don't want
Maldini
to
dropped
spoil,
one,
but
like-
whatever.
I
I'm not-
listen.
no.
Y'all go
I'm
first.
not putting
We
Maldini
had
left back.
me and
So
Phil. had
Maldini's
two
not in the
picks.
team though. Like, come on, if we're doing
Yeah, no.
21st century,
Yeah,
like,
no,
let's be
he's-
real.
Huh?
Yeah.
2 UCLs is not enough for you, buddy? In the 21st century?
How many
you
years did
wanna- we
Maldini
can
play in the
vocal
21st?
playtime.
Like 6 years, bro.
I don't care.
And it's not like they were all at center back.
I don't care if he played.
all
one
at
year.
left back.
If he's
don't care
allowed,
if
that
he
makes it
played
way
1 year.
easier for me. I'm not gonna lie.
If this was
I
all
don't care.
time, absolutely Maldini.
That's-
He's played
But-
in the two. Listen, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna listen to this. If he played in the 2000s, are we doing played in the
No,
2000s
obviously they
or not?
played in the 2000s, but it's off of what they
It was
did.
still
in-
his prime. He's not in his prime in
I'm not gonna
2002.
lie. It's hard to track a prime. for
I
this
want
guy
to say that
'cause
was
he's
his
that
prime. I mean, he was still incredible.
He
It was still
finished. He
the
finished.
best.
I don't say that was
He finished
prime,
2009.
man.
He finished
Yeah, he's still
2009. He finished
Yeah, he's
2009.
still-
That same as
I'm
Cafu.
sorry,
So I'm like,
bro.
if
I'm
we
not
if
gonna-
we
No, he
not
played
gonna
for a really
listen to
long
this, bro.
time,
yeah,
but
but
I'm not saying
it's the
that's
same
his
boat as
prime.
Cafu. If it's a close call, I'm
Nah,
not.
man,
I'm
there's
not.
no
I'm not
way.
Wait,
mad
you're
at
saying
him.
you're about to argue for Maldini?
No. I'm not mad
Not
at him being
left back.
considered. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna argue him for center back for sure, but not left back.
Left back, not here. I'm just saying,
That's fair.
if Cafu was considered, at least on timing wise, Maldini at least there's a consideration.
All right,
because
we'll
of-
argue about Maldini again
Yeah,
when
but
he gets to
that's-
center back.
But as to the
But-
side, how Ashley Cole, like
Marcelo.
The fact that
what are
Trey
we
put
doing?
Ashley Cole in
Marcelo
the
easy.
is why he should be the
I'm
left
not
back.
being biased. I'm not being biased with this, bro.
That's
Honestly,
what I'm saying. The fact that you put Ashley Cole is like, man, he should get in just off of that. Like, that hurt your soul to do
bro,
that.
I wanted to. You see how long I was taking with this shit, right? All right, it was burning my soul, a hole in my heart. But you gotta call facts facts. A man that was again
Ashley Cole.
brought
I'm
up-
flabbergasted Chase didn't have him.
Again-
Especially when he was talking about it should be five or five.
Thank
Dude,
you,
Marcelo was the easiest
Thank
option
you,
ever.
Thank you, Chase.
Marcelo,
Thank you, Jesus
I'm not
Christ.
even. I'm not
If
even mad
you
at
think
Marcelo
left
either.
back-
Christ.
If you think
Oh my
left back, you
God.
think Marcelo. Anyone,
Thank you,
I mean,
Marcelo was my second choice.
it's kind
I
of
mean,
the same
Marcelo is the
argument I
best
have with Danny
footballer.
Alves. Like the way that he changed the game at left back, how good he was in
Thank
those
you,
Madrid teams. What are some of the best teams? I mean, obviously, I still think that Barcelona team was the best of all time, but I think that the run that Madrid went on should not be understated. Obviously, the World Cup aspect and the Brazil's success obviously plays a factor in that side of things. But I mean, what did Ashley Cole? He didn't do anything for England really.
He shut down Ronaldo in that
nobody did anything
Euros.
for England
Was
during
it
that
Euros
time
20,
period.
2004?
Yeah, what did they do
That's
with
why
it?
there's no English players on my team.
But there's only so much a left back can do for a team's.
And that's the thing. Marcelo did more than that. That was my same argument with Danny Alves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So if we're gonna do like going forward, like Marcelo's a better footballer, of course, than Ashley Cole. He's like amazingly gifted, but like he was a defensive liability. If we're gonna compare him to Ashley Cole,
That's a
who was
fact.
rock solid
That's a
at the
fact.
back.
I'm
So,
sorry.
I
How are we
I'm
gonna
so-
do this, bro? Oh
From-
my- how are we gonna do this?
Adrian, you have the
Just
deciding
like
vote.
Islam? Cafu and Lam, you're gonna say that Lam is closer to defensive status to Cafu. Like, I'm sorry, bro. There's no way. Cafu defensively, he's like the Maldini of the right backs, bro. Whereas Lam, I'm sorry, defensively, he's not. He's not like that. He's amazing.
Well, we talked about
but
with
he's not on
Cafu, the
that tier.
difference ended up being the years thing, not like the overall careers. That's what ended up deciding.
No, I don't think it was for trade. I don't think that's
Well, for me, that's what ended up
That's
deciding.
what I'm saying. That's only for you. You can't say on everyone else.
But then you're talking about my argument now with the defensive, you know.
Yes, you're doing this argument about defensively liability, whereas to Marcelo offensively is so much better than Ashley Cole. Like it's like a whole like different. There's like 10 levels between them offensively. You know what I'm saying? So there's where defense. Yeah, Marcelo's obviously not as good as him, but he's not a Trent liability. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like absolutely. He can still play left back.
Over the span of the 20.
Adrian wants to destroy.
What a freaking this guy, man. But all I'm saying is throughout the tenure, how can you go from if you look at dominant fullbacks, dominant defenders across the 21st century, I think Ashley Cole's name does have to be up there. It just off of GP from the youth he came through. He's already an invincible from his time at Arsenal. He's already integral for us having success during that time period. And then he snaked us, you know what I'm saying, did his thing, you know, went to Chelsea and all that, and he still dominated. So it's like over a decade span to have an undisputed grip on the left back spot from the English game and beyond there to a European stage. I think that means just as much. In size that probably weren't as, again, you weren't as technically gifted as somebody like Marcelo. I feel like, again, how he developed that can't be understated. To me, I think it's Ashley Cole, just how dominant he was from the English game and extended further beyond that. I'm not saying Marcelo isn't bad, because Marcelo's fucking amazing. Marcelo, again, one of the most technically gifted people I've ever seen, from 1 to 11 all over a pitch. You could probably stick him anywhere. But if I'm going left backs and I'm going, like, again, if I want somebody I know I can trust in all phases, I want to go Ashley Cole.
Also, like, let it be said, I don't mind having Marcelo in this team. Like, it's not a hill I'm gonna die on to have Ashley Cole over him. But like, just respect how good of a left back he was for that decade.
I'm not disrespecting. I agree that he.
Much I want to pimp slap his shit, man. Yeah, nah. I guess with no more thoughts, we can get to the vote on it. Then I'm still gonna vote Ashley Cole on it. That's just my vote.
Go Marcelo.
And Adrian's the deciding vote.
Yeah.
Marcelo.
2-2-2-2.
I'm going Marcelo.
All right, that's fine.
That's fair. That's
fine.
I think he was just extraordinary. His technical ability.
Yeah, he's an amazing footballer. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
bro. Again, when I will say this, when people say, "Oh yeah, switch the ball or switch play or something like that to the other side of the field," every time I think about Marcelo switching the ball, like they literally just like
and his touch.
Yeah, literally. That's like.
Bro, when that ball comes down and he just like puts his foot on it, that clip, oh my god.
That's literally the only reference I have of somebody switching the ball in my head. That's the first thing I go to like in life.
Are we going left center back or right center back?
Can we do both?
I feel like we were gonna do both at the same time, so that we can.
Hey, damn, my bad.
This will be contentious, for sure.
Yeah, I can already tell based off of the way Gene reacted earlier.
For sure. And I'll die on that hill.
Dude, this one's tough. Fuck.
You said you had how many that you wouldn't negotiate?
I think there's one that's guaranteed, but the other one's difficult.
The other one's very difficult.
Listen,
I have a very controversial one for this one. Well, I don't know, actually. I'm be interested to see. But...
Oh, shit, I can't.
One, I'll like I said, like, you guys might not agree with me, but the other one I'm definitely okay with switching around with so many, bro.
All right, I have mine ready.
I'm good.
Let's go. We're doing both at the same
Wait, we're waiting on Trey again?
Yeah. No, I'm ready. I have mine. I'm prone to changing. Well, we'll see. We'll get through.
He's right.
We'll see.
Down
on your hill, Trey.
Nah, hell no.
Yo, good luck with my handwriting, by the way.
I love Per, but hell no, bro. He's not touching this.
Raul Holding, man.
Get the hell out of here.
Yo, imagine he put Saliba, bro. He put Saliba. Imagine.
Nah. That's a different list, baby. Still driving.
Potential tax.
That's a different list, my boy. Different list. All
right,
go. 3, 2, 1. Reveal. Ooh.
Oh shit,
Yo, Gene is black. Wait, you gotta wait for Gene. You gotta wait for Gene.
Wow.
Ooh.
I didn't think this many people would have Ramos.
Oh wait.
I thought
Wow.
Maldini and Rio.
Ramos and
Terry.
So Ramos is in, right? as a
Yeah.
center.
Sergio Ramos is in. That's you.
Ramos is
Wow,
in.
I when I said controversial,
Yes.
I thought
That's not
How is
controversial at
Sergio
all.
Ramos controversial?
I don't know.
He's
I just
He
literally
has
the
feel
most
80 red
decorated
cards.
defender.
80 red cards.
He's the most
But how many
decorated
superhero
defender.
moments?
Yeah.
I don't give
He's-
a fuck.
How many superhero moments,
I
bro?
don't
I
need a
have my cases
superhero.
for Ramos.
I don't need a.
Bro,
I don't need
how
a
many times has
superhero.
this man been
There's
nominated
so-
like teams
there's
of the
so
year,
many-
like FIFA Pro teams
I
of the
don't
year,
need
like the most
Ramos
times for
moment
like a
there
defender
is.
or whatever.
Mhm.
I don't need a center. I don't need a
There's-
center
The thing
back.
is, though, those
What
these
can
are
you
kind of
show-
popularity contests, but
What can you argue Rio over Ramos in
80 red cards.
at all?
80
That's
red
it?
Cards. If I'm
wait,
a
is that
center back, I
is
want
that a
my-
real stat?
That's
Yes,
a
he has
lazy
80.
take
Zero?
for.
No, I don't know if it's 80, but he has.
I
was about to
the
say,
most
that's
red cards.
insane.
He has one of the most
I want to look
red
it up.
cards
Hold
in
on.
history. It's like 40. I'm obviously exaggerating, but
Yeah, I actually do want
listen,
to see this.
he has one of the most. I might be exaggerating on the 40, but he definitely
28.
the top 3.
That's still
28
high as
cards?
hell for a
I'm
defender.
sorry,
That's still
bro.
high as hell.
Yeah, I know,
There's
but
a
that's
lot.
part of his like. That's what
Yeah.
makes him so good.
No,
Nah.
He was edgy.
No, that's the same thing that people say makes
if you
Romero
want
good.
edgy,
He's not.
you get
No,
fucking
that's not
Vidic
because
or
of it.
something.
That's
If
not
you want
because
Nah,
of
but
it.
Romero just isn't Sergio Ramos, straight.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
difference.
also
If he-
true.
If he was doing Ramos stuff, then we'd excuse it.
Also true, but that's beside the point. I'm sorry. I think Ramos.
Wait,
I
do
think
you want to
Ramos is
switch yours, Adrian? Since you had Maldini as a left back, you want to add him as a center back or no? You want to keep
I could
those?
do that.
You
I mean,
could,
I
yeah.
had Cannavaro.
Yeah, he's
No,
taking
yeah,
out
yeah,
Cannavaro,
yeah.
if anything.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Listen, like I said, at right back, I'm perfectly okay with putting Ramos. I was even in between. Those were the ones I'm willing to switch. Ramos in Rio's side, like I have no problem with that at all. Ramos over John Terry. I would even put John Terry. You could talk about Rio, John Terry, and Ramos at that right center back position. To me, I won't argue any of them. They're so fucking close. Like just because of all the shit that Ramos does.
How about
as a
Virgil?
hero,
I
though.
almost put Virgil. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my god!
Listen,
having a version. No.
Like for the peak of what he was, obviously he didn't sustain it for maybe as long as the other guys, but like peak Virgil, like was there really anyone?
Peak Virgil
at that level?
ability-wise,
I'm not-
he looked like one of the best center backs.
And he has the
touch
Champions League and the league title to back it up. So
Like he could have won the Ballon d'Or. He came second
He
in the
could,
Ballon d'Or
yeah.
as a center back, which is crazy.
And-
Yeah.
But
and
I
Phil,
wouldn't
The
have
thing that
him.
you said, I would disagree with you. Oh, if you won the Ballon d'Or, I would disagree with you there because again, that's a popularity concert.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
facts.
At the end of the day, I could give it
Cannavaro
two.
got his. So
You know what I'm saying, and he deserved it. Don't get
But
me wrong.
Cannavaro's was World Cup tax.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if Van Dijk won it, just like how crazy of a feat it is as a center back to win
Yeah.
a Ballon d'Or without winning a World Cup, like Cannavaro did, like I would have just had to put him in because that's his. Yeah, like his peak was so good, but yeah, coming from the Liverpool supporter, I can't have Van Dijk.
It's
too
like I
much.
said, comparing to all these other players, like it's tough, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I said, right center back, I'm perfectly okay with Ramos, Rio, or John Terry. You know, I don't think anyone put Terry. I'm surprised. Did you put Terry on there? You
I
didn't
put
add Terry.
Terry.
Based
Yeah,
on
I
him.
put
love
Terry.
center back.
I think Chase did.
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
funny, Gene? I have
For the
Ramos
sake of
and Rio.
Maldini being in this
So I
team,
mean,
I'm okay to.
How many people had
Maldini
Rio?
needs to be in this
I
team.
mean,
I
I
didn't
think
have
most
was it just
people
me and
had.
Gene?
I think most people had Ramos. You know what I'm saying?
Was it just me and you
Well,
that
like
had Rio?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So Ramos is a shoe in.
Yeah, Ramos for me is the absolute has to go in, and I don't care about Maldini over Rio. Like I'm fine with that.
Yeah, honestly, that's
well, did you put Maldini?
yeah. I put Maldini Ramos.
Well, then it should be Maldini because even Adrian had him at right back or left back.
Left
So
back. Yeah.
If Adrian
Yeah.
want to
think,
give him up, cool. But if you want to get him in, get him in. Like,
That's
No,
a
it's fine.
perfect
No,
combo,
Maldini
too.
needs to be in the team. So
that's that. I agree.
Yo, shout out to Rio though. Like
No, I can't.
one of the first really comfortable ball playing center backs. Like
That's
You
facts.
say bald?
Did
or
anybody
bald?
see that clip of
Nah.
him reacting to his FIFA rating?
Nah,
was
I have not
hilarious.
seen that.
It
I've
was
not
so
seen that.
funny. He was like every single stat he had a problem with it. He's like, the disrespect to me, man, the disrespect. My
Nah,
pace.
he's one of the few. Listen, 'cause
my pace. He was saying my pace should be
it
in the
feels
90s.
schools.
bro.
It feels schools like all those players like from the '90s, like
Mm.
before he when like because he was at West Ham, like before he joined us,
Yeah.
like all the mentality is so different. Like that you'd see like schools like or gigs or any of them just be like, yeah, those guys are better than me. Like they're so like humble. You know what I'm saying? Like mentality wise,
Right.
guys wouldn't. But as to where it's real, you just see that completely like 360. He's
Right.
like, nah,
I'm the best. I'm the
Yeah.
best. That man's straight from
Hey,
London.
man,
That mentality is hilarious.
you gotta call it like you
No, but
see it, man.
listen, respect him, bro. That guy, what a beast, too. Him and
Him,
is there a like? I'm not gonna say scarier, but imagine going against him and Vidic, bro. You're going against a fucking like one of those like Europeans and fucking Rio like as center, like a guy that's gonna kill you,
Destroyer.
and then a guy that's also gonna kill you and like hold like I don't know, man. That's the scary. It was watching them like younger is just it was amazing. Then I have to see Harry Maguire. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
just
yeah,
so crazy how England had Rio and Terry as a center back partnership for like
Facts.
maybe a decade or close to.
But that's why.
and
that's
it's
why
just
these guys-
nothing.
And they won nothing.
bro. But that's why
It's not just the
that
beginning of the
everyone,
names for that
the world
England
is critical of them.
generation.
That's why they get like at the end of the day they
That
could
team
The
is there
golden
to be
generation
on that.
criticized.
They could be
The
on that
golden
Maldini
generation is one
status.
of the biggest
they-
flops in the international
You-
history.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
England.
That's why all of
They
them.
Not
were
even just
also
England,
unlucky
maybe
that the
international.
2006 World Cup was just insanely stacked. Like so many countries were just
Yeah, but
incredible
cooked at it.
teams,
2002, they had an amazing team for in 02. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they did. But, like
Uh,
Gerrard at that World Cup though, and I feel like they had Heskey playing up top in 2002. Like no cap in the game against Brazil. Which I mean, he had a
Well, what
good season.
2002? They said what? They had Scholes, they had Becks, they had
Yeah, Scholes was in the team. I think it was mostly the same.
think-
Center backs, I think were.
Rio
I don't think Terry was
Rio-
in.
Rio,
Terry wasn't in then. It would have been Sol Campbell.
which
in
again,
2002.
that's not the worst replacement. At the end of
Yeah,
the
that's
day.
not. But 2006, they were all like that was like.
Yeah,
I feel like that was the
Again.
one, and they just.
Rooney too in 2006. Oof.
Yeah, Owen was a little past it, but they still had him.
That's what I'm
The
saying. That's
legendary
why
Crouch.
there's a reason that these English players, unfortunately, are not in the category like Maldini or like Beckenbauer or like center back wise. Is just literally because of that. If they accomplished anything, even like a Euros or something, maybe we'd be having a different conversation than we
Oh
are
yeah,
now. But
yeah. Rio's accomplishments outside of like international, yeah. If
You
he'd
know,
done
so
something with England, for
unfortunately-
sure.
those guys were dead meat for England. I don't know why. I think we could blame. Well, who's the coach during that time?
Dead managers.
Yeah,
2006 was Sven Goran
Bad.
Eriksson. 2010 was Capello.
yeah.
But Rio was already a little older by 2010 time.
These guys have to figure something out, man. I think like these managers that they choose for themselves is just oof.
The funniest thing about it, if they had Gareth Southgate would have been perfect in 2006. Because like
No,
the biggest
lie.
issue,
No
now-
lie.
the biggest issue with that team back then was the players talk about now, they had no chemistry. Like they're all in different cliques. Like the Liverpool players had their own clique, the United players their own clique, and they just wouldn't get along. They wouldn't even try and like mingle and socialize. But now you see, what is it, like Rashford and Foden doing like meetups
Facts.
and training together? It's
Madison
embarrassing, bro.
Soccer are buddies.
But that's
and all
what-
that, you know.
Yeah, that's what they
Now
needed
that
back
they
then.
need the complete opposite, they don't have it.
hmm
But whatever. That's what they
Facts.
get, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know how annoying those guys would be if they won the World Cup in any of those years? Like
Yo,
England-
pray they don't win it in 2026
It's
on
so-
American
and-
soil.
Oh my
Nah, there's
lord.
no way. No, there's no way.
Hey,
Something
we'll see,
will
man.
happen.
This
There's
goes
no way.
beyond the game. This
No.
is national.
Nah, you got
pride
to, bro. You gotta start. You gotta
It's
start
just,
waffling about.
It's just a travesty that in 2018 the 2018 England team matched the accomplishment of the 2006.
Nah,
Max,
they win
they
the same
beat
pro-
it. They surpassed it.
Yeah.
Oh, they beat it. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
they beat it.
they surpassed it. So our back five. Before we go to the midfield, we have Neuer, Lahm,
Mhm.
Ramos,
Mhm.
Maldini, Marcelo. Right? That's the back five.
Yeah.
That's a solid back five, man.
So we go into
Solid.
the
That's
defensive midfield.
insane.
Yeah,
we could go.
yeah, it's a crazy back five.
Yeah.
I have my DM ready.
Oh my goodness.
I know
Ooh,
this
this
one
is
is gonna-
this is really tough, man.
Damn.
I'm interested to
It's
see
very tough.
what you guys have written down.
Listen, I'm gonna have mine written, but like I said, I have 3 other players that I could talk about.
I can't go off bias. I can't pick up. Nah, that's not fair. And
I was gonna put Gilberto Silva.
Yeah.
no.
No, it's funny because
I
he's
think
saying
you'd
that
have
he's like, I'm
Vieira
not gonna put Vieira.
over. Yeah. I would-
No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Oh man. All right. Let me see my list. Damn.
Cam, chase that spoiler.
You see the flag?
I saw the name and the flag,
Yeah, it wasn't quick at all.
and the viewer saw that too, bro.
He has Busquets.
Is everyone ready?
I can be persuaded, but I just off rip. I feel like somebody that's understated. All right.
Yeah. Before we count down, there's still a little echo on Chase's
Yeah.
Damn it.
thing, by the way. When
I
some
don't know.
people
Yeah.
speak.
It might be you need to turn your mic down a little bit, or just I don't know if it's like you're echoing your
I'll put it back
speaker
up.
or whatever. But yeah, either way. All right. Damn. This one could be a little bit sticky. All right. 3,
Pause.
No pause on that. We going straight into the next category. 3.
Nah, Trey's a demon.
2.
A demon.
3, 2, 1.
Reveal.
Seedorf, get out of here. Nah,
I'm sorry,
Trey,
just
put your
'cause-
phone down. Put your phone down.
Nah, let me
Put your phone down. I don't want to see that.
That's fine. I didn't want to pick
Seedorf.
Busquets. It's Busquets is obvious.
What
And
is
then the
Seedorf
second
doing?
option is
Bro.
I
Seedorf.
just want to be different.
He's on number 6.
Wow. You know, if you were to be
Damn.
different, you should have said Conte.
Yeah, Seedorf's not even a 6, bro.
I want to be.
Seedorf is like the
confident.
stereotypical art, like prototypical box to box.
I
You could
didn't
say
know how you're.
Makalele or Vieira.
No, I didn't want to say Vieira because again, that only lasted so long until he got shipped off to Juve and stuff. Going.
It would have.
So
it would have been. You would have
I
been
didn't know
way
how the
more
three
just
were.
by
I
saying
didn't.
Vieira.
Yeah, I didn't know how the 3 was
Or
going.
Makalele.
Yeah, again, I was trying to confirm that before the pod, but again, I didn't prep, so I didn't know if we were going like
Listen,
solely that, or can we at least make an argument for whoever
Listen.
3's in the midfield?
No, I made it clear, bro.
I
6,
know
8, 8.
strictly. Yeah, I
Listen,
didn't know
my other
strictly
three-
CDM, but
My other 3, I have Busquets and Makalele, and
Yeah.
Vieira.
yeah.
That we
Again,
could throw
my-
in like.
Mom's sorry.
accomplishments.
Yeah,
and
but if we're-
Busquets. I didn't want to go all Barca midfield, so that's why I
Yeah,
chose.
but since
Casemiro over
there's no
Busquets.
Messi in there, it's at least that. But again, I will say if
And again,
if we're talking
defense,
straight, yeah, okay. If we're talking straight CDM, purely CDM, again, of course, Vieira is going to be in my conversation. Absolutely, I would. But you can't deny Busquets, man. It's too fucking obvious. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Listen,
what can
but
you
is
do?
it though? Wait, as CDM at the listen, as CDM, as defensive like Vieira and Casemiro, bro, like in that position, like as just dogs.
I think
like,
it's
if you-
pure players.
If you put
Yeah.
like Busquets in a team that's like
Oh, absolutely.
he played in
Absolutely.
amazing teams, you know what I'm saying? But if you play
Yeah.
him in a team that needs a dog, like you know what
But-
I'm saying, I don't know how well he's gonna.
But to
he's
say-
gonna do well. He's gonna
But
do
to
well.
say,
Don't get me wrong.
but to say how Barca's system, like again, ticked, he was an integral part of that and kind of at least exerting more patience in that CDM role. It's like wasn't just all destroyers.
was.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
He
was
was.
the ticker. He was a
Nah,
lot
yeah,
of
you
times
don't
the
have to
pacemaker
argue.
for that.
You don't have to
I
argue
know
in
I'm
favor
not.
of Busquets, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Nobody does. But all I'm saying is I agree. If he wasn't in the Barca system, it would have looked a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Personally, my personal favorite is of course I'm putting Vieira over everybody because that man just one man midfield, one man anchor behind
The
everything.
thing is, bro, how often did Vieira play as a 6?
Yeah, literally.
He played with Gilberto Silva or he played with Petit.
He played with 2. They
Like,
played with 2. in
like
midfield,
obviously
like,
the 4-3-3 wasn't as common back then. So like Arsenal was playing 4-4-2 and
yeah,
stuff. but,
literally. And then he
like
just
we don't know if he could have done like he had the facilities to be a lone 6,
Yeah.
but he was always like he was good going forward. Like
he-
he could do the box to
he was
box.
always
Like,
next to
that was
somebody.
his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't go with Conte either. Even though I kind of wanted to say Conte, but I just
I don't
but
think
Conte
Conte
is a
was
low
ever a
six.
Yeah, Conte's like
Well, yeah, that's the
5 year
thing, he was
span.
never-
It was unprecedented.
The
like,
ridiculous.
yeah, what he was doing. But it's true. Yeah, he wasn't a lone 6.
He was
Like,
never a
even
low
with the
six. Yeah.
Champions League with Chelsea, he was like playing box to box, right? Jorginho was
Yeah.
sitting.
Yeah.
Again,
Leicester
I'm gonna
Conte
be
was more of a
perfectly
lone
okay
six.
with Busquets.
I think it
I
has to be
wanted to add-
Busquets. I mean, I put
There's
Busquets
no
I
obviously.
just wanted to
Busquets.
add the beast in Casemiro and
Yeah,
Vieira,
nah,
and
that's
even
respect.
Makalele.
Yeah, cool. Shout out.
Makalele.
Yeah,
2000
Casemiro would probably be there in like any other era.
Mm.
But yeah, Busquets is just the accomplishments are crazy.
Yeah, nah, I hear it. All right, we can definitely put him there.
We're gonna do the 2 8s at once too.
Do it, should
Yeah,
we?
that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to fit it in.
That's what she.
Nah, I gotta retype this, bro.
Damn,
I'm
man.
gonna have to give them nicknames.
Damn.
This is another one where we're gonna have so many other players here. Not like a.
Mm,
Not ready yet. It was,
This is such a pain in the ass too.
Yo, my handwriting is disgusting.
This is
I can even spell. I can even fit both their full names. Like I had to shorten one of them.
This is what these freak bull timelines come into play, and I gotta figure everything out.
Bro, write Seedorf now.
No, I'm not right.
Nah,
Seedorf now.
Seedorf was crazy.
Hey man, I didn't want to pick Busquets. I'm
So
sorry.
he's one of the only players
I
that's won
know.
a Champions League title with 3 different teams.
And 5 times, but you know.
But I mean, like they were in somewhere
Yeah.
in the 90s too.
Yeah.
Right. But still.
Yeah. No. All right.
Ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Mm.
Ready? Come on.
Yo, this
Yeah,
trade
trying
did
to add
no
the flag.
homework, bro.
No.
He didn't.
That's
I
just on the top
wrote down my
100
names.
footballers of all
I wrote
time.
down my names. I'm just thinking, bro.
Let's go,
Damn.
bro. Ready?
Yo,
Alright,
have you seen
alright,
that list though? The
alright.
top 100. Oh, it's disgusting. That list is
Alright.
ass, bro. All right. I'm ready.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Iniesta's in, confirmed.
Yeah, Iniesta.
If you can read, mine says Ini
Three of
Modric.
us said Iniesta,
Modric.
Modric.
Everybody else said Modric except for me. But again,
Listen.
that's what the
No,
time
Tim
came.
said
Zizou?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Zizou?
Yeah, Zizou.
I was gonna add Zizou, but again,
But that's
2000s.
it's crazy because again he started 2000 playing the tournament at the Euros. He started
but
2000 going crazy.
98,
The 98.
Yeah, 98 he was unstoppable. Of course, that was before the prime time. But
and then
still,
the 2006 like
oh yeah, he ended off his career on that note. Yes, I can understand that.
But I still think those years were so good that,
Which
like,
is
in between.
Listen,
hard to not-
I'm not gonna.
I think Modric is guaranteed.
He's still,
Just because the Ballon d'Or and
But then
I thought
Iniesta.
Iniesta was guaranteed.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iniesta's
Iniesta
a
was
full Modric.
guaranteed. So the debate here is
Hold
between
on.
Modric and Zidane.
Wait. No one has Xavi?
No.
And this is
I
I
thought-
it
you know
was, it's
what?
close.
I
It's
thought
close.
it was crazy.
And this-
I
this
I
is
thought you were
also
gonna
crazy.
bring myself to have the Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, the three of them.
Bro, I thought I was
Even
crazy
though-
for not having Xavi. I thought I was gonna get hounded.
Like,
Nah,
that's
it's
insane.
close.
and
It's
then I was
razor
like,
thin.
which one do I pick out of Xavi and Iniesta? And that was so.
Yeah, I've
tough.
always been Iniesta over Xavi.
But I
to
just
be
thought it
honest.
was like,
He
I think it's
was.
Iniesta, man.
Zidane was still player of the tournament, even though he headbutted Brody. He was still playing the tournament.
Yeah, he
in
was.
That's
2006.
crazy, man.
Yeah,
I
he
had to
knocked
double
his team
check.
out.
Yeah,
though.
no, I had to double
I don't
check
care
it.
if his
So
team-
Yeah, he was amazing in 06, in the World Cup.
I'm
He was
like,
amazing.
it's just, I can.
But imagine if he
and
won that World Cup,
that's-
bro. Because he
yeah,
could've.
Right.
and that would have been
Like,
solidified.
crazy
That's
legacy.
true. That
Yeah.
was
They could've
that was
very
by his
well.
own
That's a
hand.
different,
I'm not
bro.
even
That's
mad
a
at that.
different legacy. That's him competing with fucking
Yeah,
like
between
Messi and fucking.
Zidane
You know?
and Modric is a really.
That's tough,
That's
man.
so
But
close, man.
Modric is the.
I would rather have Zizou and Modric instead of Iniesta and Modric.
I'm.
Me.
No, Iniesta
I
for
can't-
me
I can't-
is absolutely
I
has to be
can't.
in
I
it.
can't.
Like
I
that's
can't.
that's
non-negotiable.
Discount as much as I again.
And then, so for me,
I
the
think
debate
the
is
three of
between
us had
Modric and
Iniesta too.
I think there were 4 Iniesta, 4 Modric.
You know
Before
what?
Iniesta.
I'm not even gonna
See,
lie.
Yeah.
I would have Zizou over. If we're talking all time, I'll have Zizou
Yeah,
over
over
all them. But
everybody.
since
All time,
I
yes.
can't count.
Yeah, but
Since I can't
yes,
count '98
yes.
World Cup
Yeah,
and shit.
it kind of.
like, you know.
And this
Africa.
And the thing
this-
is, wouldn't you also say Zidane? Like Zidane was able to have more off seasons than someone like Modric. Like Modric is
Yeah,
consistency.
that's-
Like Zidane had higher
again,
peaks, but if we're
this
talking
is-
But
Yeah,
Modric started late
longevity.
kind of too.
Longevity from
But-
like
but
2012, 13 to whenever he left.
right,
Tottenham.
this is what the 11 years of just the highest level of consistency for Modric.
Yeah.
Not to mention he was like incredible, of course, at Tottenham before he got the move for what 4 years from 2008 to 2012. And what he's done with Croatia is
Yeah, that's
outrageous.
and that's also what I'd say. It's like it's again we gave the case with
That's why-
with Petr Cech. It's like you can only go so
That's
far
why
with
I
a
can
smaller
replace-
international
yeah.
team.
right a silver,
Ballon
a
d'Or
silver
is
medal
hold
at a
weight.
World Cup and a bronze medal at a World Cup
Yeah,
with Croatia.
with Croatia,
But listen,
you know what I mean?
Like
That's
I
why.
can
That's
agree with
why
that.
I would rather replace Iniesta than Modric, because what he's done is just.
nah, what Iniesta's
But-
done, bro.
but I'm sorry, but
what Iniesta's done, what has Xavi not done? The same.
Scored the winning goal in the World
but
Cup
the win,
final.
but again, like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you
Barca
guys
did that too, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but Iniesta was
your
actually
team
starting.
doesn't-
What else
Iniesta
goes
was
to
actually
do?
playing every minute. And also Iniesta's like insane goal in the robbery at Stamford Bridge in 09.
Oh my
This
goodness.
Like, what a ridiculous goal to have scored. Like yeah, Iniesta is like
How many you
Iniesta
sell
like
football for
drib-
me.
like
Like,
he's probably
how
the
many
best
you sell does
dribbler
Modric have?
behind Messi in the
Modric has
And
what
Haaland.
5 Champions Leagues,
Mm.
right?
I'm just
Iniesta has how many?
yeah.
And he played for the best
Three,
team of all time for how
three-ish.
long?
But Zidane, man, like that guy.
Yeah, but how many La Liga titles did Modric win when Iniesta was in the same league as him?
Yeah.
That's like a more direct- That's a more, but they were in the same league. That's like a more direct comparison.
And they were all competing in the Champions League too. When Modric
Yeah,
was
but how many times when Barcelona played Real
faced
Madrid in
each
the
other.
Champions League, they were cooking them.
Or have the same
You know what I'm
level
saying?
of comp
Like that's
consistently.
the
Nah.
yeah, like it's not like Real Madrid was knocking Barcelona out of the Champions League, but when Barcelona,
So why wasn't Barca winning then?
but I mean that's like if we're talking
Isn't
more
that
direct
what says
comparisons,
who
they were
the- who
competing.
The champion.
they were
of Europe
competing
is what?
with
Who wins
each
La
other.
Liga or who wins Champions League?
Well, obviously the champion of Europe is who wins the Champions
Okay,
League.
then that's what we're talking
I
about.
think
here.
we can all agree that the best team doesn't always win the Champions League,
Yeah, I
but the
agree.
best team always wins the domestic league in the country.
Ah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
the league title
Manchester
always
City.
shows you the winner, like the best team in the league. That's just how the format works. I don't think you can argue with who comes out.
So
on
then
top
why
after
do we?
38
Okay,
games.
so we should put league titles over Champions League then, because then that
No,
guarantees
no,
you're the
it-
best team.
No, but we're talking the debate of what Iniesta and Modric are doing, competing against each other. Like what they did in La Liga is a more direct comparison between.
Okay, but there's going to be no difference if you put Modric in that Barca team and Iniesta in that Madrid team. Barca was still going to win with Modric.
Well, no different. I mean, now we're just talking like hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a hypothetical because that Barca team obviously overall is better than Madrid.
I mean, you could say so. Like, I can't argue against it because it's like parallel universe. Like, I haven't.
That's what I'm saying.
No basis to say. But yeah,
we're not comparing them against each other. We're comparing them as footballers. What they did overall, not what they did against.
Yeah, and I think Iniesta was a better footballer.
And I think Zizou is better than Iniesta.
Yeah, if we're talking just footballers, Zidane is the best.
Footballer, like ability-wise,
Zidane is the best. Though.
But you asked.
And I feel like it's just the concept of longevity in the 21st century. Again, I feel like that cutoff of time from 2000 2006 it's a close margin. But again, Modric, I feel like it would make more case to keep Modric and Iniesta in this given that time span. Again, Modric's been doing this for a decade plus. Iniesta was doing that for like damn near
You know the reason why I want to have Iniesta ahead of Modric in Madrid's three-peat campaign and all these Champions Leagues and all this stuff that Modric was a part of. I don't think anyone would have said Madrid's midfield was winning them those competitions. Right, but Barcelona had far and away the best midfield in that era, in that Iniesta era. Like that's what was just like, and Spain, that's what was so special about them. Like the way they just dominated the middle of the park.
Modric, unequivocally. Casemiro, and Cruz were Spanish, I think we're having a different conversation.
Nah,
but there was the way that Spain played.
Come on, it's just gonna be different.
It was the whole way they played. I would say that I put Zidane and Modric, but I would feel more comfortable leaving Zidane out than and having Iniesta and Modric just because of the fact that.
Listen, you guys forget that I put this.
So did I. Yeah, so did I. That's my midfield.
That's what I put. But I'm just saying, if we have to remove someone, it's not going to be Modric.
I don't think we have to. I think there were 4 Iniesta, 4 Modric. My midfield is Iniesta, Modric.
Yeah,
so
I'm not going. I conceded that because of the time gap, because of '98 World Cup being cut off from this selection, literally because of like.
That's fair. I put Zidane as well, but I can say that as well. So again, I think Iniesta, Modric is fair.
That's fine. I'm not necessarily mad at that because again, given how long Modric and Iniesta were doing it, for how they were doing it, being so integral to the team. And again, you can't discount somebody coming from a smaller country and performing internationally and domestically.
I mean, they're 2 goats. They're both goats.
Yeah, I can't even be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. Again, you can't go wrong. You honestly, with those picks, you can't necessarily go wrong. So I understand.
Any honorable mentions? Toni Kroos, Xavi, of course.
Let me see what I have on my stuff.
Gerrard, Lampard.
Yep.
Lampard.
KDB.
Yeah, KDB I had up there.
KDB, yeah.
I'm about to say outside of that,
David Silva.
Yeah.
If it was a different era,
give David Silva some love.
In a different era, you could give a shout out to Silva and Fabregas, but
Fabregas.
Like they were just so outclassed by the Iniesta, Xavi midfield.
Nobody could get in there. Literally, that's why they were just like a void after they left. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to break.
Also, honorable mentions. I'm surprised no one gave a shout out to Pirlo.
Oh, Andre. Oh, yeah, of course.
No one gave a shout out to Andrea Pirlo.
Right.
Xabi Alonso.
I was gonna put Pirlo as one of the guys, but
like looking back, maybe I'm regretting a bit not putting Pirlo as my 6 ahead of Busquets just to spice it up a bit. But
that's what I'm saying. Again, for pure CDM, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, pure CDM of like destroy or not. But Pirlo is like everything Jorginho should be. You know what I'm saying? Just like the perfect deep lying playmaker. Just
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have Roy Keane, obviously, but the '90s shit. Like, for
and if we're talking accomplishments,
you forget
Pirlo's accomplishments
on the ball.
Pirlo's accomplishments in the 2006 World Cup is incredible. The Milan teams winning the Champions League, 2 Champions Leagues. What he did when he got released by Milan, goes to Juventus, wins 7 Scudettos in a row, and they hadn't won any in how long? Like it's just like
that's also
true. They made a Champions League
catalog. That's robbery tax into it though. You got to remember that.
No, this is after they got relegated. Yeah, they got relegated 2005. And then they came back. They hadn't won the league since they'd been relegated. Pirlo gets released by Milan in 2012, I believe. Goes straight to Juventus. 7, like, how many league titles? Like, it's just like, yeah, honestly, man, I want to make an argument for him over Busquets, but no, I'll leave it as it is.
Not as CDM, I can't do it. If you wanted to do anything,
I mean, that's where he
not as
played. He was a
No,
deep
now we're
line. He's a
thinking-
deep line playmaker.
But it's true though. But like, could he have done it as like in this like as a lone six? With,
That's
like,
where he played though.
with
Like in
Iniesta,
the game, they would play diamond midfield.
Yeah,
Pirlo
but
was
he
a
was
deep-
great. But there's levels. That's my biggest thing.
And then-
Like there's.
What level did Pirlo
I
have?
would say
at?
only.
Yeah,
I would only
yeah,
say
I'm not
defend
on
like
that take.
actual
I'm not on that
defensively.
take right there.
Yeah,
Levels,
nah.
I'm not
There's
on that
levels.
He's
take.
Pirlo is at the
Iniesta
same
and
table.
Pirlo.
Yeah, he
Pirlo is
sits
at the
with
same
them.
table as those guys.
yeah, he
100%.
is. He is.
I feel like he.
What hasn't he done? What hasn't Pirlo done?
I feel like out of like if you ask them who their favorite
Optically.
midfielder is, if you ask Iniesta who his favorite midfielder is, he'll probably say like Pirlo or some shit like that.
Yeah, this guy's done.
He's like he's
everything.
one of those players that is just
And in
on the ball,
2012,
bro.
that Italy team had no right making it to the final. But Pirlo at what, like 34 years old, just
Yeah.
just
Can we
absolute
talk
class
about- if
taking
we're
taking
talking
that
about
far.
like modern day, like looking at the camera and shit like that, like
Yo, the Soboslai.
all time,
Mhm.
all time, like looks in, bro. Have you seen that guy looking
This
at the
guy-
camera?
Hey man,
It might make you rethink some things. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
it really.
Yeah, like
it really-
like now I'm actually really regretting not putting Pirlo earlier in, but
Yeah.
I'm still fine with my midfield. Actually, my entire midfield got in. Busquets, Iniesta,
Hey, what
Modric.
about mention to Schweinsteiger?
Schweinsteiger is not.
He's one-
I mean, great
Would you-
player,
is he-
great
Is he
career.
sitting at that
Good-
table?
No,
Or is he
no,
maybe
he's
just
not.
one?
He's
He's
not.
one tier
Nah.
below.
He's
In my opinion, that table, if we're
He's-
talking this century, it's Modric,
To me,
Iniesta.
Schweinsteiger is on the same level as Lam, though. Like, I don't think they're different levels.
Where does Lampard and Gerrard
Yeah,
fit
yeah.
into this equation?
So yeah, that list I'm putting
Hmm.
that table: Modric, Iniesta, Xavi,
Pirlo.
Pirlo, Busquets. That might be it if we're talking this
Mm.
century.
Mm.
That's
I
that
was about to
table.
say-
And then in the one below, then I'd put like Gerrard, Cruz, Lampard, Schweinsteiger,
I'm waiting
I
for
guess in
another
that-
name, please.
KDB.
KD.
That you're waiting
No.
for?
And
Scholes?
please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Skull Vieira,
Thank you.
dumb folks.
Pogba.
Hey,
But
yo,
Scholes
Michael
also had a
Carrick.
lot of great years in the 90s. But yeah,
Mm.
I'd put Scholes
For
there, too.
sure. Guy came out of retirement though, and if we're talking about accomplishments and doing shit,
Yeah,
and
coming out of
especially at an old
retirement and then
age,
winning the league again is crazy. Like,
Mm.
like Sir Alexson was begging that guy, bro. I
nah,
can't
he
even
was Sir
imagine-
Alex's son, bro. He
Mm.
loved that guy.
Oh,
All right,
we
so
can
for the
move
next
on. Are we
position,
gonna
are we
do
doing
winger,
right or
left
left?
winger?
Right or left?
Let's go to.
We can go.
I would say left. Or you
We-
want to go
mine-
right?
we can go
Let's
right.
do right.
we
Right
go
might be more
right, yeah.
controversial.
Right wing,
No,
left
I
wing,
think
and then
left.
striker. Right wing, left wing, striker.
All right.
Right wing, I have 4 names, bro.
I wonder if
there's
y'all
a-
are surprised by my.
There's a
by my
lot
right
of
wing.
there's a lot of names in this joint, bro. That nah.
Hey, I
this-
don't like you
this-
saying this. Makes me sound like you don't have it ready.
No, I have one. I think
This is very
I
tough.
think I can put up there, but it's
There are a
easily,
lot of names.
It's easily like it could be anyone's game. This is
The name I put down. I know we're doing this like obviously looking at their whole career, but this is prime tax, bro. That's why I put this guy in.
Mm.
His prime is just I want him on my team all the time.
This guy's put Bale, man. That's crazy.
Are you guys ready?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm
No,
doing
not
mine
yet.
just
Give
out
it
of
a couple more
respect.
seconds.
Because I feel like this guy's not gonna get respected here. So,
Maybe I forgot someone. Maybe you put someone I
nah, there's no
didn't
way.
remember.
Damn.
Adrian, do you have Mars written down?
Silkiest touch of
I
all
wish I
time.
could.
Agent has
I wish I
Sterling
could,
written
man.
down.
Nah, and it's
Sterling's
crazy.
done it
And
everywhere.
This is also something because, like, again, some folks could play either wing, and it's hard to like.
But this
Pick
is right
one.
winger, buddy.
And keep in mind, hey, if people forgot, no Messi, no Ronaldo. Okay.
Yeah. And that
Yeah,
open.
please don't. Come
Oh,
from
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Messi would clear this category.
Oh no, that's no brainer, but that's not the.
Man, I can't believe I'm saying this, but okay, I'm ready.
It's a no-brainer for you, bro. I'll be thinking about Di Maria.
Hey, maybe I'm forgetting
instead of
someone. All right,
Mm.
but
I gotta.
Let's go.
Yeah, all right. Fuck it.
bro.
Fuck
You
it.
didn't write it down?
I'll let this. I wrote it down. I'll let it rock. But
All right,
I
let's
think there's
go.
somebody else in my thing. I gotta think about it. But
Hey,
all right,
hurry
cool,
up.
go.
All right, let's
3,
go.
Go.
2, 1. Reveal.
damn.
Yo, Adrian, but you gotta. Yep.
Arjen Robben, Mohamed Salah, and 2 Gareth Bales. Okay, let's talk
Robin,
about
So
it.
two
Salah
Bale.
is out.
Salah.
Let's talk
Salah's
about
obviously
it.
out.
I was this close. I was this
Okay.
close to putting
I'm
Salah.
not mad, but again, he still needs more time in the pressure cooker, bro. More time in the pressure
Bro,
cooker.
prime Gareth Bale, take him over any of the. Obviously, I get longevity, but just moments, ability, just impact on a game. Like prime Gareth Bale wasn't that long of a experience, but But when he was playing,
Maybe all right.
different level.
I can't
That's
think of a
crazy.
player like an opposition player that would genuinely scare me like
Mm.
Gareth Bale in his prime.
I'm
You're
not
saying Robin wouldn't scare you if you
You
played
knew what he was
Robin?
gonna do.
No,
though.
I mean,
Robin
like,
was gonna.
I mean,
tell me a
no,
player that you know
when I
is
say
gonna
that, I
do
mean
the same
Robin's.
move.
yeah.
When I say that, I mean Robin's
Robin's gonna
prime
work.
wasn't in the Premier League. I mean, like,
Oh,
as a
okay.
Liverpool fan, like I would be
Ah,
Him
afraid.
personal
That's what I
experience.
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
that's what I mean.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not
Like
yeah.
genuinely, I was afraid of him.
Yeah, no,
but yeah,
100%.
Liverpool was stinky at the time when Robin was cooking.
Yeah,
So
Bale
I
didn't
was
listened
cross
to
his
a
path.
conversation
Absolute
about Mo before Robin.
About who?
Honorable mention for Salah, but he's not
About
going to
Mo
make it.
Salah
Oh,
over
Mo,
He's not going to make it
Mo.
on the
Robin.
team.
Yeah,
But he was this
wouldn't-
close
Over
for me to
Robin?
put
Not
him.
now, not
Just,
yet.
like just for his numbers and consistency for the past 6
Yep.
years.
Yeah.
That's true.
But in terms
What's
of just like
crazy is that
prime
Salah or
scary.
Bale have no international, I guess,
No, that's not their fault.
nothing
though,
going
yeah.
for them internationally.
Bale, nothing international.
Salah.
I would.
Bale's Wales
He
legacy is
qualified, right?
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, at least
What
coming
he
from
did with
again from a
Wales
small
is-
Well,
country
I
and actually
think,
had
crazy.
him.
I
only him and
say
Aaron.
that like in comparison to like how we've been using World Cup, Euro, for a
Bro,
lot
Bale
of
took
other
Wales
players.
to a Euro semi-final.
That's kind of nuts.
Like that is
That's-
outrageous.
Oh, that's true.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm not
like
gonna, listen, I respect Bale and all that, but Robin,
But
man,
I, one of the
You know
most
what kills Robin
destructive
for me?
fucks, man.
I don't care.
actually,
what
you
team.
talk about him because I
That's what
love
I'm
Robin,
talking
dude.
about.
Like I do love him. He's
We're
one of my
talking
favorite
about
players.
Watching, like when I'm watching football, early 2000s and on, or you know what I'm saying, like even a player that you know is gonna do the same thing
Mhm.
at all times, and it works. Like every time you know what's gonna happen.
Can you
and
can you
can't
imagine if
stop
he
him.
was? Sorry to interrupt you, but could you imagine if Robin was two-footed, or he could use that
Bro,
right foot?
that
Oh.
would be a.
He'd be the best player of all time, bro. He'd be the best player of all time. Like
Maybe,
bro,
honestly.
Yo,
Uh,
if you're talking, every time you see him play, you know exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna cut in and he's gonna freaking finesse shot. Like I don't know. Like you're talking about scary. Every time you like, I mean, United would play Bayern or anything like that, bro. I just knew it was gonna happen. It was just, and I don't even know if he scored against us too many times.
Bro, I will never
just-
forget Robin's goal in 2010 against United in the Champions League. Do you remember that directly
Oh
from
yeah,
the corner?
the volley,
volley
yeah.
from the
The
corner.
one-time volley
Just-
outside the box.
Bro,
Is that the
I
same
don't know
game
how
that
many
Evra
goals
See that-
I've ever seen.
that
Like
no, this is 2010. Evra was
no. Evra was
2014.
2014
Yeah,
or something like
2014.
that, yeah.
Mm.
This was 2010.
Yeah, this is in 2010 when Bayern went to
Bayern
the final,
went to
lost
the
to Inter.
final. They lost.
Yeah,
it.
but
Freaking Robin, man.
yeah, Robin, he's one of my favorite footballers. Just
Yeah,
insane,
what an
insane
incredible
quality. Like,
player, man.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
take
you-
out Messi, he probably has the best. Like Messi, Bale, and Robin in terms of like and Van Persie, like the best left foot like I've ever
Nasty.
seen. Just yeah, just insane
Respect
what
Di
Robin
Maria,
can
by
do.
the way. Respect Di Maria, by
Nah,
the way.
he's not
And
that- he's not in that-
And Maradona. Di Maria, left foot.
Di Maria's not in
Oh my
that table,
God.
bro.
I think.
Amazing left foot, but not that table. Robin, Van Persie, Bale, like
that consistently.
But
like,
that was
What about
different.
as a
devastating.
player? What
That
about as a
consistently
player? Like, does
devastating.
Di Maria sit at that table with Bale?
No,
Robin?
not as a
Close.
player. I'm talking
Salah.
about strictly
career
left foot.
achievements though. Like Di Maria's
Strictly
there,
left
yeah, but
foot.
just as a
I'm
player,
talking
no.
about no. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
strictly left foot. No, I think
left foot.
Robin is still clear.
Mm.
Like I wouldn't be as afraid of Di Maria
Can
cutting in
Robin
onto his
pounce-
left
But
as
can Robin run down the left and bounce the ball in with his left foot in the World Cup final?
Mm.
Can he
yeah,
do
the
that?
Ozil
That's
finish.
what I'm saying.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
World Cup final tax. Robin is
Clutch
finished,
wise,
bro.
if we're talking about
Yeah,
clutch,
if we're talking that,
you know what I'm
Robin's
saying?
finished.
That's what I'm saying. But you have to throw in that clutch left foot that Di Maria has into this. That's what.
Mm.
That's the only reason. But
Yeah,
Robin,
that's
I
what I
don't
said.
know,
We're
man.
talking career
Listen.
achievements. Like Di Maria is up there, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna
but in
tell
terms
you
of just a footballer, yeah, Robin. Like if Robin had if he had like Mohamed Salah's injury record, like
Mm.
we would be talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
him in like one of the
Crazy.
best players of this generation, like hands down. But he gets forgotten about just because how like. So what I was gonna say before, like the thing against him is he was just injured so much.
Clutch. The moments.
Well, that's one thing,
Clutch,
but he was just
like,
injured so
could he
much.
come
Like he
in
just
clutch?
missed so many games every season.
Yes,
Like
that's true.
do you know?
Uh,
Do you know the only reason I haven't I put him instead of Bale? Obviously, I didn't want to put too many Madrid and Barca players, but tell me a player that you've always seen that, and he was always bald. Like he
Facts.
was,
That's
like
what I was
since his
saying.
early 20s,
Thank
he
you.
was bald.
Thank
and he's
you.
performing like
That's
that,
what-
bro.
yo, don't make me-
To
don't make me bring up
overcome
that bald
mental
text.
barrier.
Don't make
Nah,
me
when
bring
he
the
was in
ball
his early
text.
20s at Chelsea, he was holding
the-
on to that.
facts, the
He needed,
size.
he,
Yeah,
needed,
but
he needed to go
that-
pure
that's
bald
so-
earlier.
But that,
Bro,
Bro, his legs are done,
again,
bro. He held
oh
on too
my-
long. He needed to go pure
ball-
bald from
how many
22.
how many pure ball balls? I'm not talking about the David Beckham
What-
balls.
what
he
you
still
say?
had a good, but yeah.
Wait, what did Trey say? Pause.
Nah,
Pure
chill.
what?
How many
did you say?
ballers have you seen
Oh,
ball
okay.
predominantly through their entire career? You know what I'm saying? How many of those
Zizou
have
had
you
a
seen?
nice set of hair though. Early
Yeah,
on. I
but
don't
again,
think
Zizou was
Robin
holding
ever
on.
had a-
Zizou was holding
Yeah,
on to like
but-
06. Then he just
But it
had
was
the
still
buzz.
like nice though. But
No, didn't Zidane like
Robin
have the nice
never-
hairline, but then you still have that spot,
Yeah, they
like
had
that crazy spot back there.
Yeah. He
That's what
definitely
I'm
had the
saying,
spot
man.
growing. He let it go, but from the jump, he was a absolute bandit. Again, you want to talk about players I was afraid of seeing. That
if we're
dude,
talking about
Oh, yeah.
afraid,
that dude just destroyed, absolute destruction, bro. And I hated him. But again, me being a left-footed person or a left-handed person as well, I'm like, dog, he's just one of the most efficient players I've seen when it comes to technique. Because again, one technique, you cannot stop it. If he starts, you cannot defend against that. And it's like one of the most lethal moves you've ever seen. It's a signature move. That's
You know it's
that's the
coming,
people's
bro.
elbow in football. You know what I'm saying? That's the equivalent. That's some real
bro
stuff.
does this
You know
every
what I'm saying?
time, and it's still
Not
fucking.
suffer, bro. You
Yeah,
can't beat it.
Robin was an incredible player. But if we're like, I don't know if I've ever seen more of a one-man team than 2012, 2013 Spurs.
No, Spurs, yeah, that was
The
completely.
stuff
yeah.
Bale was doing that
Was-
season
that-
was
I can concede.
outrageous. I mean, there's a reason Real Madrid broke the world record transfer fee that summer to get him. He was playing in the free roll, like
Yeah.
someone who started as a left back, and I was just playing the free roll. Bro, he would just get the ball like it sounds almost like video game esque, but like, he would wind up to take a shot 30 yards out, and you're thinking this is going in. Like I remember the winner against West Ham when they won 3-2. Like the way, like I think most people watching that when he was lining up to take that shot were like, this is going in. It almost
this.
right. It almost
I remember
defied
this.
logic. Like
I
how
remember.
sure
I saw
we
him winding up.
were
I was
of
like,
what-
he's
what he
gonna
could
score
do.
this, isn't he? I remember he's like,
Right.
he's
It's
gonna
like,
score, isn't he?
Listen,
just-
this was crazy. He was such a crazy player
I really wanna-
in his prime. Like the stuff he was doing, like the speed he could like just an engine running long distances at incredible speed. Hit like talking about cutting in and finessing. Like it wasn't as trademarked as Robin, but he was incredible at that too. And then one thing he has over Robin, like even though Robin scored the winner in the 2013 Champions League final, Bale was way more clutch. Like 2010 World Cup final, the one-on-ones Robin was missing. The 2012 final against Chelsea, he missed a penalty. I'm pretty sure he missed another one-on-one in that match too.
Yeah.
But Bale, 2 Champions League finals, scoring the winning goal. Not to mention one of them was a bicycle kick, overhead kick against Liverpool,
Insane.
which of course, like it kills me to see that goal, like to see it
Was
back.
he
but it's
dead
just
by
like,
then? Was he
one
like
of
a
the
dead
best
footballer back
bicycle
then?
kicks
Like he
ever.
was not like prime Bale.
He
at
was-
that point.
I
yeah,
would
this
say he
wasn't
was
prime
dead.
Bale, and he was still doing
He
He
that.
was
clutched
he
it
wasn't
out.
dead, but he was still like he was
Like
literally just
Zidane
the
had
Real
like
Madrid
Zidane didn't
just
like him by
coming-
then. Like Zidane already didn't like
He
him.
was just coming like getting off the bench for Real Madrid and just a wild card, just throw him on and see what he can produce. And he still
Mm.
did.
But this is
you
what,
know,
this is what's gonna be.
we had the man one.
This is what
Yeah.
might be
Yeah.
my problem whenever we go to left wing. But I wanna shout out Salah and Beckham. Unfortunately, we don't have a right mid position in here. You know what I'm saying? So I have to
Also
say
true.
him as a ring. But Salah, man, what do you mean? Here, I wanna.
No, I said
what do you
yeah, I
mean
said
by
yeah.
that?
No, I said,
Okay.
I said
No,
true.
I thought Trey said.
No, I
oh,
said
Trey
true.
said something?
No, I said
Okay.
Yeah, I
true.
don't think anybody can argue
But
against most.
I've said this
No, of
for a
course.
player
Yeah.
to like during this Messi and era and stuff. For some player to compete as the best right winger in the world, as I think Salah like comes as close as like Messi as we're gonna see, like player build, everything like that. Obviously, he's a few stuff off, and I think his career early on, like he just didn't have that. You know,
Yeah,
again, he's
the
an
right
Egyptian
break.
player. It's not like he had the like it was an easy way to get where he was at. I'm sure if he was Brazilian or Argentinian, he would have more chances and maybe he
Yeah,
would be
his
better
Egyptian
since he was
tax is
younger.
crazy.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so I think we have to put that into account of everything. But talking about a player that's as his size and is complete and can do everything, he could head the ball just like Messi's like smaller. You'd still have the ball score like that. He could chip. He could inside the net, outside the net, finesse. I mean, dribbling, taking players one-on-one, pace, all of that. Like Salah is just so complete too as a right winger. Me personally, I would have Salah over Bale on this, but I think we have too much.
I think
too much Bale.
I think Salah is better, like a better player than Bale. Even though I rate, I mean, obviously, like Bale has.
Prime for
Wow,
prime
I
for
mean, the
prime.
moment
That's a
every-
different conversation.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
prime
know.
for prime.
I mean, they're also
Bale,
very different types of
Yeah,
players.
I feel like that's
Because
efficient.
physicality wise, pace wise, all that shit, like it's
Like
just
headed
too much.
goals, like
Yeah, it's just too much.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, even Bale
Like
even played
Salah-
left back, so he's got.
It's
like,
just a
some
different cup of
defensive
tea.
abilities
like
as well.
Salah 17, 18 though, like what Gene was saying, is probably the closest thing I'll get to see Messi that's not Messi. Like
Yeah.
just the football he was playing that season was insane.
Lights-
Some of the
lights out.
goals, like Like the one that
Right.
that to me is like so Messi-esque was the one at the Etihad in the Champions League that season where he like touched it around Ederson and then chipped it over. I think it was Walker or
Yeah.
someone who slid to try and block it.
Yep.
It was just like
Unbelievable.
he scored 44 goals that season. Like even though we're talking about
I
prime Bale,
think,
I don't think Bale's ever did that in
No.
Was
in
that
any
the
Bale doesn't
same
season.
even get.
season
He doesn't even get near Neymar
against
numbers. By the
Roma?
way, that's
The
why
goal
I
against
said
Roma
we might
is
have a
underrated.
problem. He doesn't get
Yeah, if
near
we're talking
Neymar numbers
yeah,
wise.
just
You know what I'm
pure
saying?
pure numbers, yeah, Bale like wasn't hitting 40 before. But like that season at his final season at Tottenham, he got 21 goals in the league playing in that like free role for a average, really average team.
He
Like I
plays the
think
Davies role for Canada.
yeah, essentially. Like if Bale like obviously Salah is like maybe the greatest Liverpool player of all time. But if Bale was able to stay fit, like Salah's
Yeah.
biggest thing going for him is he's never injured. But if Bale was able to stay fit and play as a right winger in Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool from 2017 to now, like we'd be talking about him on such a crazy scale. Like I think he was affected, yeah, by his injury record, by the fact that he fell out of favor with Zidane at the end, like which kind of like just
Yeah.
his career just kind of ended
Oh,
on a bit
his
of like a sour
yeah,
note.
his interest in football waned by the time
Yeah,
he was 30.
he wanted to play golf, yeah, for like the past 5 years.
But that's
But yeah,
why
like what he did with Wales
I can't
too,
have
what he did with Tottenham, his Champions League legacy, like and
I think
as someone
Bale
who's
is the best British player probably ever.
Whoa.
I mean,
Best
and I say
from
that
the-
you
from
know,
the
yeah, you
whole-
can
and I
argue
say
that.
you know,
He's
I
within the
say
earshot,
that, and
though.
like I'm aware that I didn't see George Best play,
Yeah,
or I didn't
or
see
Bo- or Bobby Moore
I
or
know
anybody like that.
the biggest
Or
Calm
Bobby
down
Charlton.
there.
counteract to that is gonna be Rooney. I guess within the last 20 years. But no, I'm just like,
Michael Owen.
that's how
Yeah,
I like,
man.
and Michael Owen.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You can say the thing is with Bale is just the moment. Like his best season was that season for Spurs. You know what I'm saying? But then again, then he became kind of like a moments player. Don't get me wrong; he still did amazing at Madrid and stuff like that. But when you count everything, that's why I don't want to disrespect like Salah and Robin and stuff like that. Because as a right winger, career wise, even though their accomplishments are not better, but throughout their career, they just were more consistent for the team than
No, it's true.
you know what I'm saying.
Which is true,
So that's
yeah.
why I want to put that into account. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Mhm. Yeah.
it's just tough. It's just tough. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you want to have the best, he's a monster at right
Yeah.
wing. But I want to respect these other people that did it for so long because I just can't throw that out just because a guy had better moments and
Yeah.
The thing is, for me,
Because
if we're
it's tough.
talking consistently, then I think like Salah wins this if it's
Yeah.
consistent.
Well, that's what I was
like,
thinking when I had
like the
when I
other
picked
two are
Salah,
so
I thought
unreliable with their
consistency
injury
was
record.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Robin was still more reliable. He still did it for a way longer time than
Yeah.
Bale. Bale was like what? Look,
I
just
guess,
look at
yeah.
how many games played. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
Just look at-
Bale started playing at a young age. Remember, it was like what? It was 2010 when he cooked Maicon in the Champions League, the hat trick against Inter. It was like he must have been like what 20 years old at that point. So like his career ended earlier. Like he retired at what, like 32.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
33.
but okay, but let's be honest. He hasn't been playing for what?
Yeah, he ain't
Like,
been. He
yeah,
been
Yeah,
a top
his last
dog,
like
top
real
dog, top
That's
dog.
what I mean
season
about
was
moments. He
like
still won the
2018
UCL
probably.
and scoring like the. But again, that season wasn't an amazing season for him. That's what I'm trying to say about him being like a moments player because he was still doing well, but he wasn't like being a Salah for the team. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to be obviously because of the team.
Yeah,
that
he
was
played
in,
for Real Madrid.
but he just wasn't the player that those guys were for that team. I don't know. That's just.
But I mean, you also have to take into account
Oh,
this
it's
is for
also-
Real Madrid and like
This is a Ronaldo Real Madrid.
three-peat Real Madrid. Robin was playing in a worse Real Madrid team and had to move to Bayern Munich because it just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like just to even be at that level for so long is an accomplishment of its own. So like it's like, and yeah, add in his injury record and falling out of favor with Zidane. Like I'm not gonna hold it against him that he wasn't regularly starting at the end of his Real Madrid career when he was still
Again, I'm not holding it against.
like coming on and
I'm
scoring a
just saying-
brace in the Champions League final. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's
like
true.
a Bale
and
like
also just competing like to do well, at least what's like an impossible task, which is overshadow Ronaldo at Real Madrid, which is like he was just, I guess, the second or third in that Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale.
chill
attack.
Benzema in this conversation.
No, I'm saying, but he was just the sidekick.
Benzema was
like
for sure.
Ronaldo was
no,
always-
Bale was so good that people didn't even talk about Benzema in the BBC era. Like Benzema was kind of the third wheel. Like
Yeah, please.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they were
It was
Ronaldo's
so
sidekicks
clear
at
that
the end
Bale
of
was
the day,
the
though.
second option and not Benz. If
Mhm.
anything, a lot of
Even so, he still couldn't touch like Ronaldo. Like it's just
Yeah, of course.
it was never close
Mhm.
because it's
guy
just an
was
impossible
scoring
task,
50. Guy was scoring 45, 50 league goals. Fucking insane.
Okay, so how are we doing this? Can we any of the Robin guys? Can we
Listen,
change our minds?
If I'm changing to Robin, I'll change it to Salah over Bale.
Chase, who did you have?
I had Bale.
Wait, who didn't?
It was
I
two.
had
It was
Adrian.
two Robins.
Oh, Adrian has Salah. Adrian has Salah. Trey, what do you?
I had
What do you
Robin.
have?
I
Sticking with Robin?
Honestly,
It's two Robins and two Bales. So
Again.
Adrian would be the decider
No.
again.
I'll switch from Robin to Salah. If
Okay.
Adrian is
Dang,
not
so-
willing
so
to
you see-
switch to Robin.
So now we have
So now
Salah
Trey's the
versus-
decider.
No,
Honestly-
Trey decide.
Yeah.
am I the
Between
swing vote?
Salah and Bale.
Between Salah and Bale?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Gene switched from Robin to
Damn.
Salah.
Or if Adrian is willing to switch from Salah to Robin.
Oh no, then Adrian would be the decider vote
What's going on?
Is what
because Trey had Robin.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's.
I don't think I do that. Like I think Robin is my third. So I
Okay. Okay, so that's
So
what I'm saying.
I'm-
So
I'll
I'm
still
Salah.
keep
then.
my
So
Salah
I'll go
vote.
Salah.
Okay, so then Trey's the decider.
Okay,
So you
Damn.
do Salah or
mess.
Bale.
Damn.
Yo, I can't believe it's Salah versus Bale, and
I
I'm
don't
not
know
in the
how.
Salah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we flipped this so fast. Damn, that's crazy.
Because he's not willing to switch to Robin.
Yeah, that's fair. All
And
right.
I am willing to switch to
Honestly,
to Salah.
Again, given I will say my piece again. Respect to Robin though, because again, I'm gonna say it again. He did it at Chelsea. He did much dislike. He did work at Chelsea. Didn't do too much, great work at Real Madrid, but that was because of differences in how the workload was and the play rate and all that. So that's different. But between Bale and Salah, damn man, that's so fucked. It's so fucked.
It's fucked.
Listen, I'm not
Listen,
I'm
I
not
just
even
wanna
mad
make-
if you go with
I
Bale.
want to make
I'm
sure
not even
everyone
mad if you
knows
go
that
with
the United fan is choosing
Um,
Salah and the Liverpool fan is choosing Bale.
Yeah,
I just wanna
Yeah,
make
there's
that
no
known.
bias
This
here.
Is no
This is-
I'm
bias
sorry. Yeah,
at
this,
all.
bias.
I have no stake in this game. Honestly, I really
Yeah.
don't. Again, I literally at this point, yeah, there's no stake in this. But honestly, for me personally, I'm gonna go Salah. I think that's my point. I'm sorry, just because of you mentioned again consistency over a certain period and just ability to impact throughout, not just in certain spurts of moments, but on top of that, again,
Trey,
Salah,
and whisper.
I'm dead.
Just do a little whispers. Just
Okay.
whisper it.
I'm dead. But yeah, again, just
They won't have
Just
to.
don't think there's any argument against Salah. Like
The
there's
reason I'm
nothing
laughing is just the
negative
fact
to
that
say.
people are gonna see our team with Salah at right wing, and they're gonna think like I just
You-
swayed. I
Oh, yeah,
swayed
no,
this
no,
panel
no,
into
No,
no,
they
into-
have to. Now they need to watch the video.
yeah, you gotta watch the full joint, man. If you're seeing this right now,
I just don't
watch the
think
full
there's
video.
any argument against Salah.
Yeah, I'm never
Like,
gonna
there's
complain
no-
with being
there is
Salah being in
no-
the team.
I can't. Again, he's already at the precipice of being in those. Again, the greatest of what I'm saying, all time in certain positions in the Premier League talks and stuff. In my opinion, he's already in that echelon. So it's
He's the best right winger in Premier League history.
yeah. I agree at this stage, and it's like consistency. He showed it again. The flashes were already coming through for Roma days. He was a late bloomer, but he
Like
showed
George the best, by the way.
he hasn't stopped since. He hasn't stopped since. Again,
Yeah, now he's like
evolved
evolved into more of a creator too. It's just
exactly. Not only being good at one thing, but changing over time and still being effective in the team and still being a talisman at that age, doing that again. It's crazy. If you want to talk about LeBron James of soccer, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying because of all the rings and stuff, but for longevity, for being able to be at the top level for a certain amount of time, change your role and capacity, and still be healthy to a certain extent past your 30s, that's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's like for like, but in the ballpark.
We're comparing LeBron to a football player. It's gonna be CR7.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course,
Definitely not.
absolutely. That's the perfect example. But I'm saying in this case, Ronaldo's not in the pick, so we're not using him. That's all I'm saying. All right.
All right. Do you guys want to do left wing next
Left-
and then striker?
then
and just
Left
striker?
winger, yeah, left winger and striker.
Left wing is gonna be. I know it's gonna be.
Bro, Jesus.
Because I know it's gonna be like 2, 3. I don't know. No one's gonna choose the same one as me. I doubt it.
So, Gene, left wing was the position that I initially was struggling. Like I just could not.
So,
I
yeah,
was like,
so
I was
then
like,
you-
without,
and then-
I was like, without
then
Ronaldo,
you
I'm
just-
missing someone. Like I just could not.
It's
and
tough.
then you
It's
just
tough.
chose Henry. That's cool.
And then it hit me, and I was like,
It's
oh,
tough.
like I'm an idiot. But
He just literally chose freaking Henry. Okay.
dude, I almost did that. Like before, before I remembered.
Wait,
I moved Henry to left wing.
Ronaldo R9 at left wing. You were gonna put?
No. I said without CR7. I was like, man, who am I
Oh.
missing? Like, who am I missing at left wing? Like, this is so hard. And then,
Nah, mine is
yeah, then I
Ronaldinho.
remembered.
I know mine is gonna be controversial. And I'm surprised you chose Henry over Ronaldinho too.
Let me see.
We'll get that to later. Wait to the review.
All right, yeah, but again, just to give an update on the teams so far before we finish it out from 1 to 11 so far, we have Memo Neuer in goal, Philip Lahm at right back, Sergio Ramos and Maldini in the center back slots, Marcelo at left back, Sergio Busquets, Iniesta and Modric in the midfield, and Mo Salah at right wing, and we have the left wing and striker left to go. All right, I'm ready. I have my stuff written down. Are
I'm
y'all
ready.
all
I
right,
know
good?
mine's not gonna get it, but fuck it.
All right,
And as
this is close picks, but 3,
Nah, if someone has
2,
Hazard, they're getting kicked.
1, reveal. Damn.
Yes.
Ooh,
I can't be mad. I'm listen. This is it.
That's crazy. Gene thought this was controversial.
Nah, it's not, and that's not controversial at all.
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
I
it's
don't
not.
know.
I thought Ramos was
Again,
controversial.
listen. I'm the only one that dissents, and that's only because of part bias. But again, you
Yeah,
have.
put your phone
I
down.
think
Put your phone
it
down.
was always
relax,
between
relax.
those two.
Stop. It's not.
Right? Wasn't
yeah.
it?
Nah, it was
you know
between
what's funny?
Neymar and Ronaldinho, bro.
Yeah,
That
right.
was my
And
point.
Ronaldo.
Okay,
Again,
you're right.
for me,
Ronaldinho.
For me, it's razor thin between those three because again, probably two of my favorite players in general in football are Ronaldinho and Thierry Henry just because of what they do. So that's there. But Neymar, again, it's hard to argue him being in part of one of the best attacks in history. Him again blazing his own path and still again while not maybe necessarily living up to expectations, he's still a crazy ass good footballer from Santos at 15, 16, balling out, going to the biggest stages, doing everything he can on an international stage, bringing his team back to glory in certain respects, the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yes.
Nah, I wouldn't say. You know what's funny?
Listen,
Is,
what was they winning
Nah,
before?
we're talking about bringing his
everything that
country
we
to
say
Olympics. That's
for
Richarlison, bro.
Neymar.
2019 Copa America.
That too, but I'm saying again, it's crazy to think that he's this disrespected in this day and age. You know what I mean? It's very crazy to me how.
That's why
Yeah,
I thought
the
it was
Uber
gonna be
Eats.
controversial. That's what I thought.
Look what Uber Eats
yeah,
did
no,
to him.
It's because
the bed bug
his
league.
his trophy wise his career was not like
I
it
Look
thought
was
how
was
good he
gonna
was.
anything
That he's
near
still-
I'm not mad at
He's
that.
this good, and we still think that there was like more we could have gotten out of him.
Facts and that
Right, that's
That was, when I was
that's my
picking
issue with
Neymar, I
Neymar.
was
Like
thinking
Neymar could
it's-
have been like how Messi and Ronaldo aren't included in this. Neymar could have been the third name that we're not even including because
Bro, I mean, if you like,
Yeah,
he's my
that's-
favorite player, even more than Messi. To like actually watch highlights, just watch him play. He's my like most aesthetically pleasing, like fun player to watch ever. I love watching him play.
Bro,
Yeah.
even now, that 30
Yeah.
whatever, you think a
It's like
player like him
33,
that was
34.
pure pace and dribbling, you know what I'm saying? And now he's like 30, and it doesn't matter that he has pace or not. He's still
Bro,
freaking.
he's still nasty. It's just it doesn't leave you, bro. It doesn't leave
Because
you.
we've seen those
You know what's
declines
funny,
on
though?
Brazilian players like Ronaldinho R9. Like when they get to this age, like they're dead meat, bro. Like these
Facts.
guys are with the hose at Rio. You know what I'm saying? Like they clocked out. Not
They're
Neymar.
not Rio
Bro. This
Ferdinand.
guy's
Eh,
still at this freaking
facts.
level, bro. Like, and even he went to Saudi. Obviously, these guys are money like hungry. Like someone like
Yeah.
Oscar. It doesn't mean he's ass, bro. You see him play for Brazil. Like even at the World Cup,
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah.
clearly our best player. You know
Hey,
what I'm
man.
saying?
It's
Like,
funny because people in the future are gonna like argue against that so much. They'll be like, "Oh, Neymar only won Champions League, never anything after leaving Barcelona, nothing." Blah blah blah. It's just like we grew
Which is
up
true.
like watching.
Yeah.
It's true, it's true,
Yeah.
and they'll
It's
like
fair,
they'll
but-
be using that to argue against them. But it's just that
You gotta
we
use your
have,
eyes,
like
bro.
we speak from our experience having watched Neymar for
Facts.
as many games as we have during his
Yeah.
prime.
Yeah,
And it's just like he's one of those guys that one day we're just gonna be like, you don't know how good this guy was.
It's again,
Yeah.
it's the same.
Like, I can't tell you because it's not
Yeah.
on paper. You can't see it.
Yeah.
You can
It's-
see this.
you
You
can
he had
see
some crazy
numbers-wise.
numbers. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Number-wise,
Yeah, you
he's
had some
crazy.
Yeah, his numbers were
Number-wise,
crazy at
exactly.
Barcelona.
numbers were
And
crazy.
PSG
Even,
too.
assists,
and even at
goals,
PSG, his first
assists,
couple
oof.
seasons. But even show like when
But you
you're
gotta
it's like one of
see
those,
it,
like
bro.
10 years from now, you're gonna say like
Yeah.
you don't know how good he was. He was like he was that good. He was the number 3 behind Messi, Ronaldo. Like if
Yeah,
it was
man.
anybody, it was always him.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
So
There's
that's
that.
just crazy
I
about
can't-
this.
And you know something I'll never forgive myself for? I freaking I hated him even until he left Barcelona. Like as soon as he went to PSG, that's when I started appreciating him. And I hate to say it but
Don't
we
know
hold
what you
these
have till
players
it's
at a
gone.
different, as a Brazilian, I hold these Brazilian players to a different standard. And I kind of regret how I put because he's better than Ronaldinho. How crazy is that to say 10 years ago if you Neymar is better than Ronaldinho? Like
That would have been
this
blazing.
guy we're talking
yeah.
That
about,
would have been
you know what I'm
crazy
saying?
to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to think. But he's just what you'd see on the field, like you just it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If we're talking about a player that could do, his left foot is insane. And penalties too. Can we talk about his penalties? Like if we're talking about a
penalties,
free
kicks,
Yo, with that being
penalties,
said, though,
free kicks,
Neymar
passing
might have the
vision.
worst penalty I've ever seen in my life, though. I think he
Is
took
it
one
the
for
Copa America
Santos.
one?
Yeah, I don't remember when it
Oh.
was. It was like early Neymar. The one like you could have stacked 2 goals on top of each other, bro.
Oh,
And
I'll explain that
I
one.
think
That
it's
was
so
I
wrong.
think we played against Chile it was a Copa America or Chile or Paraguay. Bro, and like there was like 2-3 players that did the same thing as him. Like and they zoomed into the penalty thing. It was like a big ass hole. It was like a big hole or like something, a big clump. Like it was like 3 players did the same thing as him. It was funny though. That was definitely hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I it's hard to debate against. And again, me, even with my bias, I already knew like, yo, like Neymar is him in this type of deal, bro. And again, I can throw my hands up. Again, Thierry, I love him. You know what I'm saying? I already know that's my
I love
favorite.
Henry too.
You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite player. But
Henry at all.
I can't. But again, it's hard to kind of put this in certain perspectives when you're looking at, again, like out pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like across how long Neymar's been able to do this and still making an impact at all levels. You know what I mean? I feel like when you look from 2000 on, you know what I'm saying? Again, Thierry has a little bit of lag time from like 1998 World Cup when he was a youth coming over. Again, dominated most of the 2000s. But after 2010, you know what I'm saying? After he left Barca and stuff, it was like, all right, what else? And Ronaldinho, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to his MySpace page and stuff. If you know, you know. But like it you know, he had his time in the sun. He had his time in the sun. But for Neymar to do what he does, as long as he's done it, and still, again, like Chase said, like people say, yo, where was that? The next level. It shows you how great he actually is. You know, he's doing crazy stuff now, and we still expect like way more. You know what I'm saying?
thing is,
from
bro,
him in
like,
certain regards.
I've always been one of the people who like instinctually was like no, like Ronaldinho's ahead of Neymar. Like always, like people would, like I remember hearing people like when I first heard people trying to say Neymar was better than Ronaldinho. I'm like, what kind of like
that feels
what kind
crazy.
of blasphemy?
That feels
you know,
crazy.
especially like because our generation
back then.
Right, like especially because our generation, like when we like were kids, like Ronaldinho was the best player in the world. Especially like when I started watching football, like Ronaldinho was the best player in the world.
Yeah, Ronaldinho was it. He was like,
yeah, he was the guy. Like
was
he was the
him.
global face of the game.
He was the face
like,
of football. Yeah,
right.
Again.
Always with a smile, just like. And also back then, like you didn't
And
really
the hair.
watch like different
hair
leagues as much. Like you didn't have the internet like as much to watch things. So like it was mainly like Champions League games. Like
that,
when you'd see like Ronaldinho, goes like, oh man, and then he cooks up Chelsea. I remember in like 04 or whatever. But it wasn't until like for this I was like, let me settle this once and for all. And I started looking at this like career stats of Neymar and Ronaldinho lined up, because like in my mind I was like, sure, Neymar did it for longer, but Ronaldinho's prime in his peak, like he was the best player in the world. Neymar was never the best player in the world. But that Messi Ronaldo tax is crazy.
It's
like,
disgusting, bro.
Like
you see,
Ronaldinho never had.
you see how much
Ronaldinho never
opens
had
up?
a season. He never had a season where he scored 20 plus La Liga goals for Barcelona, and Neymar had more than one where he did that. And that's not even like to like. You can't even say like Neymar was just like a stat patter, like a goals and assist merchant. Because like Chase was even saying, like everyone would agree who's seen Neymar play, like he's one of the most pleasing players to watch. Just like one of the like last like remnants of like pure Jogo Bonito. You know, just like so skillful, like so much character, personality, like so much flair. And then on top of that, the numbers he was producing at Barca from like 2014 to like 2017 when he eventually left, or 2013 to 2017. Yeah, like that, like he was just so unlucky that he played with Messi in that era, because he was
Vinicius. People say Vinicius Jr. is better than him today.
Nah, that's crazy, man. Nah, that's crazy.
Oh, I've heard it, man.
The thing with Neymar is like I think like when we're talking about national teams and we have to put in those accomplishments, bro, I saw the craziest stat, like, and this is true. Like I had to verify this. Like I went to do like, this is a stat you'll hear and you have to do your own research to make sure. The player that has the most goals for Brazil, right? He passed Pelé on that and stuff like that. The person that assisted him the most in Brazil was Oscar, with 5 assists. Okay. And the last time Oscar played for Brazil was in 2015.
Dog.
Yo, yeah, that's wild.
That's that meme is called
No Help.
No help, LeBron. So no help.
No help.
Bro,
yeah,
I mean, and you kind of
wild.
saw that in this World Cup, like what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like against Croatia.
Yeah, that goal against Croatia, bro. And that was the tying goal with Pele, right? Equal their records. That goal.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
And
Imagine if
after
he
he got let down. That
Like,
had to
his,
be one of
like-
those catastrophic, sad letdowns ever.
Like,
that we
Neymar's career
witnessed,
is, like-
less than a year ago.
Like his career like story is so sad. Like the way like that goal like was such an iconic moment. Like that could have been such an iconic moment, equaling Pele's record in that way, and then to lead Brazil to win the World Cup, and then just like add in like how he got let down defensively by his team, and then add in the fact that he just was
2014.
playing in the Messi Ronaldo era. Like
No, in 2014, we're doing amazing until
Right,
Brits
yeah,
is fucking
mhm.
back. Thiago Silva's out. We fucking lose 7-1. The rest is history. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just those moments that, like I said, we always have to throw a little bit of luck into football, because if that doesn't happen, we're talking a different thing. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's
no
just,
facts.
it's tough. And like I said,
Fine
maybe when it's
margins,
all
man.
said and done, I don't know. What if Vini does become better? I don't think he will, just because Neymar was 16 years old and everyone knew he was him. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And I was in Brazil watching this guy. I don't know if you've probably seen it maybe on Twitter and stuff, but Neymar versus Ronaldinho when Ronaldinho was playing for Flamengo. It was like, I think it ended 4-3 or 5-4, like a crazy scoreline. And like Ronaldinho had a hat trick and Neymar scored like the goal of the year for that year, where he dribbles like the whole.
Oh, that was that
No,
game.
Yeah, that was that game. And Ronaldinho scored a freaking free kick where he hits it under the bar too. It's just like those like he was like so iconic, like at 17 years old, 18 years old for Santos, and he even stayed a little bit longer than he should have. But it's those choices that I think his dad kind of fucked up his career, where he listened to his dad too much. And
His dad
that's why
told him to leave Barca.
his dad, everything that he does is basically because
he was so misguided. Like that type of being misguided led to like him ruining his own career. You know, sadly. And
yeah, if he never left Barcelona, like, what a different story it could have been.
Facts. And it would have been natural succession, you know what I'm saying? But that's again the choices outside of the game necessarily, you know what I'm saying?
Paris was not good for him, bro. Those parties in Paris.
Man,
bro,
I think outside of football, he didn't make a lot of good decisions.
You seen Paris Snapchat?
He should have
known. He was obsessed with being a part-time.
Still better decisions than R9 and Ronaldinho too.
Oh yeah,
also true.
No facts.
Those stories,
But what were some other left wingers that we thought of in this?
So I put Ronaldinho and Henry as like
obviously.
I'd say Henry was probably the next second.
I had Ronaldinho if I wasn't going to go Neymar.
But Henry never really played as a left winger.
That was also my thing. I was just like, I know
he was cooked there.
Yeah.
Like Arsenal played a 4-4-2, right?
Yeah.
So that position didn't exist. So like modern day football, he'd probably end up playing there, cutting from the left.
Yeah.
But
I was about to say Barca. Did he? Yeah, Barca.
Yeah, he did it. He did it at the end for Barca, but that was definitely not prime on.
Yeah, no. That was after the fact, but still, I'm saying that's why only I was like he could have, because he did there Barca at least a couple.
Yeah, like I have no doubt he could have done that
Since
role.
we're
Like if you think of what Mane and Son like were doing, like Henry for sure.
Since we're talking about this, I did put on my left wingers and my strikers. I put Henry on both of them. Just in case I was gonna talk to him for both. You know what I'm saying?
I know this guy is probably not on the same level, but I wanted to mention David Villa. I know he's also like another striker. Left winger guy.
I've seen him more striker. I've seen him way more striker, but yeah.
But he cooked on the left too, though.
He played
not wrong.
I think he played Barcelona. On the left,
that was
Barcelona.
mostly up
like when
and
Messi
had
was
false nine.
Yeah, he'd play on the left. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But other than that, I'm not sure there's a whole lot. I mean, Hazard, but he's not on that level.
Yeah, it's not
again,
unfortunately.
Bro, that's why I was for some reason when I was making my team, my brain forgot Neymar and Ronaldinho existed. I was struggling.
Who else?
Who could I possibly put here?
I mean, Ribery's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was thinking Ribery, Hazard, and Mbappe, bro. That's who I was left with.
Mbappe,
like I had to pick between those three.
Mbappe is another one. Like we don't know if he's is he more of a striker or is he more of a winger?
Giggs,
I'd say he's a left winger.
Giggs don't count. Giggs would have been midfield at that point, right? From 2000s on.
Well, I think Giggs more in the 90s,
tough, bro. Because that's why I put back.
Because Giggs used to.
He wouldn't play midfield, bro. Like he would be a winger, but he would be a slower winger. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna be pacing people, but he's gonna be doing his freaking thing.
Yeah, that's why
Giggs in the modern day, it's tough to see. Like yeah,
he's like he was a straight midfield,
like a traditional
tier
old school
below,
hero.
like the tier below would have maybe like Mane and then Alexis Sanchez maybe.
Because he's too good. Giggs is just too good to play offensively.
I throw Alexis Sanchez again somewhere on the.
Well, there's a different tier.
I'd have him
closer to that. Closer to the tier.
Yeah, the first tier below those guys is Hazard and Ribery and Mbappe, and then
Sanchez and I'd even put Sterling probably with Sanchez. To be
Nah,
honest.
I wouldn't.
I would
No.
not. I'm personally.
Sterling's
I
below.
put a little
He's a
bit
tier
of distance.
below.
I like you. That's City hate. I rate Sterling, but I still think Alexis Sanchez again.
Yeah,
Did-
let's get in your
No,
racism.
Sanchez is
Nah,
way
sure.
better footballer than Sterling.
I
Well,
just think
football,
I
yes.
just, I
But
just
Sterling
yeah.
backs it up number
No,
wise.
Sterling
numbers-wise,
number wise and accomplishments,
And
trophies,
longevity.
he obviously he clears a lot of players.
Where would you put
Well,
Son
like-
in that category?
I'll put him with them.
Ability wise,
Son is
ability. Yeah.
with for me.
I'll put
He's
him with Ribery.
he's with Hazard, Sanchez,
Ability wise, yes.
Yeah.
and that.
I think if he played for a
honestly,
different team, he might. He.
it was
he-
crazy.
Like,
If
It's
he
he
went
crazy
to,
might
that
fall
if,
off.
he,
Son-
if he went to Bayern,
I've
if
always
he
thought
didn't
Son was more of a
extend and went
striker than he
somewhere,
was a winger.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
I know
but
he
if
always
Son-
played on the left, but I feel like he
Imagine
would
if
have.
Son- Like, he's like
an inside forward.
Striker.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
more of an
he
inside
could play
forward.
like
than a
Henry, like on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just you could put him wherever he's gonna work. Prime.
yeah. No, I hear. I
Let's
hear.
do
It.
striker.
Yeah, let's
This
get
is
ready.
into
gonna be
it.
controversial.
This is.
Yo, I already know.
oh my
I already know
gosh.
this is fireworks. Save the best for last.
Dog, this hurts. This hurts
I
so
think
much.
this one was pretty. This was pretty
I think you-
straightforward for me. in my
No,
opinion.
I think you
it's
guys are gonna be
close.
surprised with what I put.
It's close, but it
It's
hurts.
straightforward and not at the same time.
You know what I'm saying? I hear. I have. Damn.
Because you could argue on any of these guys. Now, if you're gonna go freaking, I don't know.
This
Yeah, don't say
this
names.
hurts. No, I'm sorry. This
I'm
hurts.
not saying names. That's what I'm just saying before.
Well, why would this hurt you, Trey? I'm so
No,
curious.
it doesn't hurt me. It hurts to make the choice. It's a headache. It's just a
It
headache
hurts
to
me.
actually
Oh,
decide,
okay.
bro. Like, yo, that's you can't necessarily go wrong. There's arguments for every side on this, but there's two. I think. In
I don't
my
know.
head.
Maybe there might be some like wrong names. I don't know who you guys are cooking up, but
Nah, I don't think. If the two that I'm thinking about are there is no wrong name between them.
all right. Let's see.
I can't choose, man.
I feel like I'm
Sorry.
being boring, but I gotta
Let
do
me know
it.
when you guys are ready. I'm ready. And
Alright,
Chase, none of those teases, bro.
I think mine
Where I
is-
can see, where I can clearly see
Yeah,
whatever you
no,
have written.
he's flashing it the other way. Just
Guys flashing that Welsh flag. Like, come on, bro.
no Welsh aid.
Yeah, he's doing a South American flag. Let's go.
All right,
All right, we ready?
3,
Go, Trey, count us down.
2, 1. Reveal.
Rooney? What the fuck you talking about, Gene?
Rooney Drogba. Yeah, that's very controversial.
Rooney, Drogba.
All right, let's hear this case.
No, I was-
Hold on,
Good.
we got three for
R9,
Suarez,
I can't
one
put
for
R9,
R9,
bro.
and we have
Yeah, you can't put R9.
Again, here's why I didn't put R9. He had 2 careers, and I feel like again the injuries
Nah,
did
if you
cut
had
certain
Zizou,
things
if you
short.
had Zizou-
careers.
Yeah,
If
I mean
you had
again,
Zizou, you could
but,
put R9.
literally at the
If you
half.
put Zizou into it, you could put R9.
Yeah, exactly. Beforehand, he was already a lot of cooking was done before 2000, and again the injuries in that gap between from prior to like 2002 World Cup and then after
Yeah,
when he
the knee injuries
re-signed
messed him,
to
bro.
Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm pretty sure Ronaldo only had 2 seasons after the year 2000 where he scored more than 20 league goals in a
yeah,
season.
and that's
No, that's just how badly
and
he got
that's
messed
hard-
I
up.
mean,
and that's
for
hard
me,
to
it
take.
was the. I know I didn't watch a whole lot of the 2002 World Cup, but I mean,
Yeah, it's
I mean, he was a
phenomenal,
monster,
bro. Again, it's hard to argue against it, but
he was unstoppable,
Yeah.
bro.
But if
They
you're
said-
doing
they
off
said
of
Khan
just
was
won a
stoppable.
World Cup,
yeah, but he also
Like,
did. He also
you
didn't win. He
Okay,
won. He won the.
listen.
That's
He
true
won the
because
Liga.
I
He
had,
won the
I
Liga when he
had,
came
I
back
had,
though.
I just think.
Okay,
I just think
listen.
he's like,
How many players broke both their knees or fucking tore their fucking knees
Yeah,
apart?
and then came
Motherfuckers
back.
become the fucking Terminator and come back and they're the best fucking player in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
oh
bro.
no, don't get me
I don't
started.
know, man.
Like
That's
career,
insane.
of course, like R9 Ronaldo, greatest,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
number 9 of all time. But
facts.
like if we're just being
we're talking
ruthless,
about the
putting it off
2000s
at the year 2000, like what did
Yeah.
he do from that
And it's
time?
he won
He won-
La
he
Liga
won
his
the
first
Ballon
season.
d'Or
Yeah, he
and
won
he won
okay
World Cup?
Ballon d'Or.
I know he won the World Cup and Ballon d'Or,
La
but it's
Liga, La
like
Liga is first
What is
season
that? That's
back
not,
in the
that's not a lot.
yeah.
That's
La-
more
It is
than
a lot,
any
but
of
it's
the other
not-
strikers.
Oh, wait,
That's
let
more
me-
than the other strikers have done in this list.
Let me go back and double check, but I'm pretty sure
as
again.
in terms of an achievement, winning that 2002 World Cup, yeah, it was incredible.
Hold
And he
on.
basically
Which
won the
one had a
Ballon
bigger
d'Or.
moment? Which
He
moment?
basically won the Ballon d'Or because of that World Cup. And like I don't know if I would put someone in this team off of one World Cup. I think it,
Okay,
that's not
but
enough.
which person here has a bigger accomplishment in the 21st century than him? As striker.
The number 9. You mean like as great as winning the World Cup?
No, just achievement.
And-
We're comparing their achievements. Who has the best?
I think so. Suarez is who I had written down. Suarez had a better season than any season Ronaldo had in the 2000s.
I'm not talking about season. Is a season?
Well,
having
if
better
accomplishment
numbers
is
in a season.
What do you mean by
is a bigger
accomplishment?
Accomplishment, winning a World Cup and being the
Yeah,
best
obviously
player in the
him
world.
winning, like, yeah, none of the, like, Suarez didn't win a World Cup, obviously. Yeah. But you're trying to tell me if you put prime Suarez in the 2002 Brazil team, Brazil isn't winning that World Cup?
Maybe
Yeah.
not.
I'm just saying, yeah.
I mean, like, it's the same hypotheticals from before, but I don't think he's topping them.
I'm gonna argue. Maybe not. I don't
Yeah.
know if he does.
It's-
Yeah,
really don't know.
even if Ronaldo scored like 20 goals in that tournament for Brazil to win it, like that World Cup isn't enough for me to.
Yeah, but again,
No,
that's
that's-
what
listen,
I'm
that's
trying to add
fine.
on. The first
Listen, that's
season,
fine.
the first season he came back to La Liga, he did win the double. I had to double check it, but he won the double with Real Madrid. He won the Super Cup and then he won La Liga in 03 when he signed for Real Madrid. And he.
But that was one of his 2 seasons, right, where he scored 20.
Yeah, I believe
goals.
so.
That's important for Phil, by the way. That league title. Right
Yeah,
there.
I'm
That
adding
is,
on.
yeah,
I'm just
it
adding
is.
on. Yeah. Again, like, after that, I can't really remember off the top of my head. But again, I rate it, and again, it's hard to argue against him. Again, it's him. It's
I'm not
phenomenal.
arguing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna argue against him.
But I can start with the Suarez argument from how long? Do you want to take a good like 7-8 year span or something like that? From like 2013, 14 to 20...
Well, he was like the best striker I've ever seen from like 2012 till 20.
I give it 18,
17, 18.
Yeah, I would say 18.
Like,
bro,
yeah, that run.
I'm sorry, and this is just on pure ability. This just for now on pure ability. He was one of the scariest forwards I've ever seen play. Like in if he was, I'm sorry.
Bro, there's such few players who would make me consistently.
Yeah, you're scared.
Bro, there's such few players that would make me consistently watch them, and I would just like wow, just like speechless.
Outside of the
Messi,
teeth.
Suarez, like there's few players like that would consistently like. And obviously, being a Liverpool supporter, I watched every single game in that 13-14 season. And so many times, I didn't have words. Just wow. Like what is he doing? Like
bro,
those 4 goals against Norwich. Like obviously, I can already hear the slander if it's just Norwich. But the goals he scored in that match, he scored 4 goals.
I haven't seen
them,
goals like that.
3 of those goals
since
were
he
goal of
scored
the
those.
season contenders in one match.
Yes.
Like he was just playing at such a ridiculous level. 31 Premier League goals that season in 33 games, no penalties. Like. And this is for a bang average Liverpool team.
Facts.
Like he dragged us to like we probably should have won the league just because of what he was doing that season.
Martin
And then
Skrtel at the back.
Skrtel, Sako, Kolo Toure,
Johnson.
Ali Sissoko left back, John Flanagan. Bro, that was our team that season. Mignolet in goal. That was the team he was carrying. He was dragging. And then add in what he did at Barcelona, just different level.
Again.
Like winning the European Golden Boot in an era with prime Messi and prime Ronaldo that he won in 2016. Like it's just like if we're talking about players who were like kind of screwed by the era they played in, like Suarez was just
100%.
incredible in that
I don't think
era.
he was screwed. I think he helped him tremendously to play for that Barca team. I like honestly. Listen,
You can say that if
you
he didn't do what he did at Liverpool. If he didn't do that,
how
if he didn't do what he did with
that we
Uruguay,
know that he was gonna do it for how long? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Wait,
don't
what do
get
you
me
mean?
wrong. I think Suarez is a great player, but if we're talking about striker, Drogba, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just not sold on Suarez. I don't know why.
Suarez is a different class of quality to Drogba.
Ability wise, I would say Drogba. DD is one of the best clutch genes probably of all time in the game. You can give that up. You can give that all day. But I'm talking about from ability wise, from numbers wise, Suarez does technically it blows him apart.
About numbers. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to mention that. You know what I'm saying? We can stick to wherever you at.
I don't have an explanation for this. Like I'm saying, this is just pure how I think. I feel like him playing with Messi and Neymar and Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets is just helping his numbers. Like that's not going to make his like golden boot or whatever. Like the goals that he was getting, he scored ridiculous goals. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not knocking tap-ins because you got to do a lot of tap-ins. But like he's receiving the ball like with a platter like on his feet. You know what I'm saying? And the Premier League totally different. But again, we only saw that one season, maybe like 2 seasons. I don't know how many.
He was only at Liverpool for 3 full seasons.
Okay.
And in his second season, he scored. What was it? I think over 20. I think it was 23 Premier League goals. That was the Van Persie season at United. Like he was monstrous and we were terrible. We were so bad in that season, and he was like out of this world incredible. Not to mention, like, of course he's a like we don't have to talk about terrible person, like, and his terrible things are what got him suspended. So he missed many games in that season too. Where he scored 23 goals.
How many
the reason he
international
left
goals does he have?
England.
How many international? Can someone look that up for me?
I Google. Hold on.
Well, he's for sure. I'm like pretty sure
gotta
he's
be
Uruguay's top scorer, if not
Uruguay.
second to Cavani. But Suarez like almost single-handedly won Uruguay the 2011 Copa America too. Like he was monstrous there. And then like what he did in the 2010 World Cup, handball aside, like that's where he first like really broke onto the scene. At Ajax before he came to Liverpool, I think he scored. He had a season at Ajax where he scored over 40 goals before he came to Liverpool. So like it's not even like you can just use he played with Xavi and Iniesta, because he was doing this for terrible teams. Teams with like almost nothing going for them before or after. He just like
doing it for
elevated.
Was...
Yeah, what do you like the things he did for that Liverpool team? Like the players, he had John Flanagan. He had John Flanagan like playing like a title-winning fullback.
Just average players in that Liverpool team.
Like isn't like yeah, like don't we say like that's like the real hallmark of a great player when they can elevate
like men like Jay Spearing were playing for Liverpool.
Right, when they elevate the quality of the players around them. Like that's what Suarez did. Like he took players that had no right challenging for a league title.
Ew, I don't want to
looking like they actually belonged in that level. It's true. Mm-hmm. That's what incredible players do. They can
elevate a right back other than he's just playing good that the other player wants to play good. It's not. He
was much
like someone who's just
he was
good.
a central hub.
He was everything. Someone who's just so good that everyone else raises their game
to try and match their
level.
Because he does that, and CR7 doesn't.
No, I didn't say that's the only metric. I didn't say that's the only thing. Like, you make it sound that's the only argument I made. Like the only does.
Well, okay, let him give his case for Rooney and Didi though. Go ahead. I just want to hear more of the case for that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have a case where it's gonna. Like, I'm not saying anything logical.
Not necessarily. Just how you feel. Just talk about saying how you feel.
It's just how I feel. Like Rooney. I mean, Rooney is just a legend. You're talking about greatest Britain players of all time. Like he's the one that comes into my head. Not Gareth Bale. You know what I'm saying? Like what he could do, and like I said, you don't know what he played. He could play center forward, striker. He would run down the thing, and his passing too for a player of that. You know what I'm saying? As a striker, of a guy scoring goals for us. I don't know, man. I just think he's so complete. Whereas to Suarez is good on the ball. He's all that, but I don't think he's as complete as Rooney is. He obviously produced more goal-wise in like a shorter amount of period than Rooney. But again, and he did amazing for Uruguay. You just showed the 68 goals. Does Cavani have more than him, or Suarez is the first? Because I think I searched this up, and Suarez.
They're somewhere close to each other.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Suarez is not on that level, or he's not close, or if he's not. It's just for me. If I have to put a striker in my team and you give me those options, I don't know why, but I'm choosing Rooney and Drogba, even though I shouldn't. I don't know why they bring me. Again,
so,
well, I mean, part of it is
some stability. If it's
I can't.
I mean, there's also Liverpool tax you're adding in, and like shitty human being tax. like those two things added into like why you might not vibe with Suarez, but
not even bro. Come on, if I'm okay with putting Gerrard and like Salah over a lot of players, it really has nothing. I promise you, it has nothing.
But like Salah is more pleasant than Suarez. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. I don't give. I like players like that. If anything, that would give me like it's a W for me that he's not a bad like racist, not that shit. I'm just talking about like on the field, like he's a demon.
Cancel. Eugene just said W racism. We caught him.
No. So that's what I'm saying is like. It's not even that I don't like that. I like players that fucking are pissing other players off, that are fighting with other players. Like, to me, that's like a plus. I don't know why. Like, I just don't know. Maybe that's like a moment in time where I didn't watch football. I watched it, like I would watch games, but maybe I wasn't in love with football during that time. It could be that. So it might be nostalgia attacks with Drogba, and like maybe I watched them more. I liked them more. It could be something like that. Don't get me wrong. It's just me personally. That's it. I can't debate you why he's way better or why they should. It just, if I had a spot in my team, I would just choose them. You know,
that's agenda, bro. Yeah, you can't fight agenda.
Nah, I'm about to say
it's what it is, bro.
I can't just tell you like and a lot of times I'll be like, yo, I respect that, whatever. But for some reason, I don't know why, I just can't do it.
Who did Chase have?
As striker. I think
Chase had Suarez with us. What's
that? Oh, Adrian had R9. That's what it was.
I had R9. Who had Henry? Did anybody had Henry?
I almost did.
I had him on.
Again, I was gonna re-up again, but
I'm so surprised, Trey, that you didn't put Henry. Like, I'm stunned.
I didn't want to double dip. Again, I'm trying to be
Who
very
had him?
unbiased. I was
Wait, who
literally
had
trying to be
James?
accommodating and put him left wing or something else to try it.
I had
Trey,
4 players. I had Drogba, Henry, Suarez, and Rooney.
Yeah, Trey, it's not biased to have Henry. Like
Yeah.
I had Henry in my team. Like
Yeah.
it was almost like a last minute thing. I crossed him out and put Suarez.
Yeah. And again, I feel like we're at this level where it's like you can't necessarily go wrong with shit. So I wasn't even mad at it.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
even-
if you have any of them in your team, like I don't think anyone's crying.
I'm not
that they
necessarily.
don't
Yeah,
have
I'm
it.
not mad. I already know my personal favorites. Again, I know where I stand with it. But again, it's not crazy to have that in the 21st century. We just look at.
I think
look at
I
what you're
figured
seeing.
out why I don't have Suarez now. I went deep into my conscience and I feel like he doesn't like his special like with Drogba and stuff. Like you could always like resort to like trying to cross it into him and he would have the ball. Or Rooney always had like a freaking like a free kick or something like that. Whereas Suarez to me was like he's like kind of like Giroud wise, like acrobatic and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like he scored crazy goals, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Suarez
you
scores
remember-
ridiculous
You
goals.
remember that 1v1 that he had where he could just tap it in and this guy like blasted it upper
Yeah.
90 for like
Yeah.
Oh,
no
against
fucking
PSG
reason?
when he
Yeah.
megged David Luiz.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like shit like that. Maybe it's just because I'm not comfortable with having him like as my striker. Like if I would build a team, I'm like, yo, just put the ball in, bro. You know,
Oh, yeah, he's a little erratic, yeah.
Like maybe that's why.
The
I
high
don't know.
energy.
No, Suarez is not erratic, bro. If anything, he was
no.
erratic in his first full season to Liverpool.
Also true.
Like he was like,
Yeah.
like his finish. People actually said he wasn't a good finisher at that time. And then he was just like, nah, hold like
Yeah, maybe.
watch,
yeah.
just watch me.
Yeah, hold my-
And then,
Erratic-
bro,
erratic-
and then just turned into the most insanely
But that's what I'm
lethal.
saying.
Yeah.
I've ever
Not-
seen.
not
This.
erratic.
For him
but
for Barca,
he got
like that's
energy,
what I'm
though.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Him like Giroud like would score like crazy ass goals. Like him in front of goal, like if it was like around him, he would put the ball in the net. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if he had to strike it with his butt upper 90, but it would go in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And there's
Don't
just
get
so
me
many
wrong.
things Suarez could do. Like he was a dog.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. Like absolute dog. Like
Work rate
like
was
just giving
nasty.
defenders a nightmare every
I'm
90 minutes.
surprised no one
Like
mentioned
dribbling, taking on
Bro.
players.
Nah,
he's not in this
Not
category.
not that
You
table.
know, in this category. But like Suarez
No.
can make goals for himself. Like like if you're talking about like crazy goals, yeah, like acrobatic volleys, dribbles past players, bullies defenders, lethal finisher, like left foot, right foot, head. I remember he scored a header from the edge of the box for Liverpool against
I
West
remember that
Brom.
one too.
Like, like he was just such a joke of a footballer. Like one of my great regrets is that he, like, as much as I love Firmino, is that Klopp wasn't able to have prime Suarez in his team. It just
That would have been overkill,
Just-
honestly.
man,
But
just
whatever.
what an insane
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, I'm not mad at
Where
that.
are other honorable mentions? Van Persie,
Yeah,
Lewandowski, Benzema,
Yeah.
Lewandowski,
Benzema.
Benzema.
Van
I'm
Persie.
I would
putting
say,
Van Persie over Ben.
yeah. Mbappe, David
Obviously, yeah.
Villa.
Eto.
It's
Sam-
early, but
Torres.
Holland,
Yeah.
like, Holland's like
Yeah,
getting him.
I was thinking of putting Holland number one.
Sam-
no joke.
I'm about to say
But I was
Sammy,
like, I can't.
Sammy Eto.
That
Eto.
finishing.
Eto,
Yeah, Etzo.
No question. I'm about to say.
who else?
Of course,
Um,
obviously Henri. I said that already.
Closer, maybe Closer. He's a
Yeah.
I put close up there. David
Top
V. I'll
World-
throw
World
up
Cup scorer.
there. I'm about to say Shevchenko. I'll throw up there.
Yeah, if it was like outside of Suarez and Henri, then Lewandowski probably would have been my next shout.
Yeah. But again, for me, it's razor thin between Henri and Suarez at the top of that list for me. That's just.
I literally have freaking Huntelaar over Benzema. So.
Aguero.
Yeah, Aguero.
Yo,
I'll
Gene's,
put it in the conversation. Huntelaar
Jeans
is crazy.
Benzema
The
agenda.
worst footballer
Ben's
ever won the
agenda.
Ballon d'Or in the whole world. It's crazy.
But he had a great season when he won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, but
it
when
was
your keeper-
between him and
Hat-tricks,
Courtois.
yes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When you're competing against your keeper is crazy, and it's a questionable.
But
one.
that no, him competing with Courtois is just because of how insane Courtois was. But Benzema like absolutely like deserved it, bro. Those back-to-back hat tricks in the Champions League knockout rounds, like you just don't see that.
That's hard, man. That's hard. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's worth
can
a
we talk
shout for
about how
sure.
it was given to him? I want to talk about those hat tricks, bro. PSG like just gave it to him.
Donnarumma and
Here,
Mendy.
you want a
Yeah.
hat trick? Here you go. Just give it.
What about Ibra?
Listen, I'll
Oh,
mention one
yeah,
thing
I'll
about.
put Ibra up there.
I'll mention one thing about Benzema. That chip against City is way colder than the 2 hat tricks. That chip right there,
yeah.
if you just put that shit, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man really was watching the Zidane tape and said, "Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'm chipping this shit."
Also,
2
I don't know
goals down.
if like he would ever be a contender for this, but I just want to say his name as honorable mention for Fernando Torres.
I said Torres.
yeah.
A table.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Probably
But yeah,
a
for a
table or two
few years
behind,
he was like he was the best striker in
monstrous.
the world. But
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't
You wanna
last long. It
know-
just fell really hard.
Mm.
This is a steep drop off.
Facts.
Higuain.
Let me try to find.
Stop.
Yeah, now we're getting too far. We're getting too far. Table's too far.
Oh, yeah, too
Dude,
far,
you want to
too far.
see what Torres' most memorable moment was?
Don't show me that miss.
Mm,
My
I don't know if
goodness,
Chase
man.
could see it. You see him crying over here watching a certain team winning the FIFA World Cup? That's very memorable.
Nah, his miss against Man United is more memorable, bro. For Chelsea, that open goal.
I know I said
Oh my
Higuain,
lord.
but if I said Lukaku, that would have been like the cream of the
All right, we're done.
cherry,
We're
the
done.
cherry on
Yeah,
top.
bro.
We're done. Trey, do you want to go over the 11?
yeah, let's run back
Wait,
through.
just for fun. Do we want to do manager?
Uh,
I mean, I feel like it might be kind of obvious.
hey man, there's
No
only
Pep involved.
Pause. Obvious for you guys. You guys didn't have Sir Alex Ferguson as your manager. I did.
Bro, Pep is the best manager this century, man. Like, there's just...
Again, if Liverpool had a Sir Alex Ferguson, I don't know if you would be saying the same thing.
Bro,
If
Sir Alex
Wenger,
Ferguson...
if Wenger did what Sir Alex did for Arsenal, I don't know if Trey says Pep either.
Bro, Sir
I'm
Alex
just saying,
Ferguson
bro.
had to come out and say, like, yeah, we're second fiddle to Barcelona right now during Pep's
Listen,
era.
of course, bro. He
had to, bro. There was beating them.
thing, bro.
There was a better
The
team.
mentality, bro. A
Like,
better
Pep-
team, yeah. I'm not saying he has a better team. I'm not saying Pep didn't have a better team. Of course, he had a better team.
But I mean, yeah, Pep made that team.
He made Messi. If Pep doesn't exist,
Obviously, he
Messi
didn't make
isn't
Messi,
No.
but
Okay
that
then,
Barcelona
bro.
team was
Okay
not what it
then,
was
bro.
before Pep. Like,
listen,
he's the one who brought PK back from Man United, where Sir Alex Ferguson had him and wasn't playing him. Like, Pep is the one who brought him back. First season,
Oh, yeah.
six
As
trophies.
yeah, that when we're talking about center backs, did we mention PK here? No, right?
PK wasn't even in that
No, but
conversation.
that's the
Yeah,
team.
we
Like,
didn't
that's-
even talk about it, right?
But
But
that's
this is
but
the
that's
team.
the distance.
That's what I'm
PK
saying,
was
but
a
when we're talking
protagonist in
about-
the team.
So, yeah, who's he gonna start? He's gonna start over Rio? Vidic? No. I'm
No,
sorry.
so I'm not saying this as to say like Sir Alex Ferguson made a mistake, but you're saying like
No,
nothing
you
on
said
Pep.
he wasn't starting him.
No, as an
I'm not saying
example
it was
for how
nothing on
Pep did
Pep.
wasn't just given this team. Like he still
I'm
made
not
the
saying
team.
it was not on Pep, but you have to let's be for real here.
Like of
that
course
team
he was
was also-
fortunate to have a
come
La
on.
Masia crop with Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, but he's the one like
Where's his Champions
Busquets
League
became
with
the
Bayern?
player.
Yeah,
Busquets
Bayern,
became
why
the player he was through him. PK became the player he was through him.
With
Like
Bayern, what happened with
Pedro,
Bayern?
like all
Why
these.
couldn't you win the UCL with Bayern?
Why did Sir Alex Ferguson win 2 UCLs his entire career? If we're gonna play this game, like
Because he was
come on.
focused on something else, man.
Come on, man. Pep has had
He's
what 2
focused on-
seasons in his whole managerial career where he hasn't won the league title, something like that, some
Yeah.
crazy stat like that.
Mhm.
Like,
It's nasty.
that's just the levels, bro. Like,
If we want to
Pep
talk
is just
about
a
league
freak.
stats, okay.
Pep is a
If we
freak.
want to
Yeah,
talk
but
about
yeah.
league stats, do I have to go against Sir Alex and what he did in the league? Come on.
no, so Pep has won
It's
more
not even
Champions Leagues than
close.
Sir Alex Ferguson, and has only not won his domestic league title twice. Like Sir Alex
Okay.
Ferguson had this dynasty in Man United. This
He's had a longest
nobody,
career.
okay, not a nobody, but this kid comes in from Porto and wins back-to-back Premier League titles in his first 2 seasons. Like stuff like that. Just like I don't see that happening with Pep when Pep is in the league. Like that's just the level that Pep does. He's just a freak.
You're saying Mourinho was like ass or something? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, I don't get it.
No, I'm just
No,
saying
he's saying it's
like
not
Alex
happening on Pep's
Ferguson.
watch.
Not like not being a better manager than Pep is not a slight against you. Pep is just a freak. Like no manager is coming into Pep's league and winning back-to-back leagues in their first 2 seasons. Like it's just like it doesn't
That's
happen with
unheard
him, you know. Like when Pep is in the league, like it's his league. Like
Again,
every league he goes.
if he could stay with the same team for 26 years, like someone did, then we could have this conversation. But
Which
when he
he-
bounces
which
on
is- he's
the
not
best
gonna do
teams
that.
ever, when he bounces against the best teams ever, yeah, okay, it's a different scenario. It's two
The
different
thing is-
mentalities.
And we're
at
also
the end of
talking
the
about
day.
how like the 21st century with this team, right? How
That's
many
also
Premier League
true.
titles did Sir Alex Ferguson win in the 21st century?
a decent
Like
amount.
9 or 8.
Yeah.
Pep is close to that already. Like insane.
Again, like I said, if he starts it from scratch and does it all the way and he stays with it, that's what I'm saying. It's two different mentalities for me. He goes
But
in,
it's not
the
gonna
team,
happen.
he has all the
though.
money.
Like,
Huh?
Pep is gonna leave City within the next 2 years.
You forget what did Sir Alex inherit from Manchester United? A team that hadn't won in how many years? In almost 30 years, United haven't won. He gets there and wins, and then he continues to do so. His worst thing was like what? Like he was first and second and third for like what 20 something years like in a row. Like, I don't even know. Like that's
Alex
crazy,
Ferguson
bro.
is of course he's a
Like, that's
legendary
insane.
manager. Like I don't want to be here like
Yeah, we're
trying
not.
to
Yeah,
slight on
we're
Sir
not
Alex
saying
Ferguson.
Alex Ferguson is.
Yeah, I'm not
But
going
yeah,
to
but Pep is
I'm
just
just
a
saying
freak.
is, I'm just saying is, I understand, but if you had a Sir Alex Ferguson for your club, if you had a manager that for 26 years and did what he did for the club, I think is different. You would look at it in a different light. It's just like you have to.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, like you can't see it. It's just. I'm sorry. It's just how.
So you're saying your bias is influencing your judgment.
Yeah, but you're also your bias of not being for the same team and not seeing what I'm seeing is the same thing.
How's
you
that
don't
bias?
It's just like a
So at the end of the
perspective.
day, we're
don't
just
see
gonna.
it, because you don't see
At the end of the day, we're
You-
just
no,
gonna
you're
acknowledge
not.
our bias.
No,
in
you're
this
saying it is.
Nah.
You're saying it is your bias that's making you favor Sir Alex. And that's what you're arguing.
I could be
It
dead.
is and it's not at the same time.
Yeah, I listen. I see your argument. Again, somebody was dealing with Arsene Wenger for like again all of his life up to a certain point. I understand somebody coming into your club and transforming your team from what it was like beforehand. I completely understand that, and that's why I will never have disrespect for anybody who has long tenures and transforms a team in that time span. But also, Pep is a bald freak. I'm sorry, like it's hard to argue against this man being a freak. He's a freak with this
come
thing.
to Manchester United right now, pussy. I want to see if he's fucking. If he's the goal manager, he comes to Manchester United right now. I want to see what you do.
Listen, my man said, "Hey, Ratcliffe money, man. We don't got everything. We got something for you. We got a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying?" That's crazy.
I want to see if Pep could do the same thing for for United right now. I want to see it right now.
Wild,
I want
man.
him to
Damn.
prove me wrong.
Crazy, man. That veil little.
I dare you, Pep.
With the fingers up, bro. Oh man, all right, but let's run through this 1 through 11 real quick, man.
I wish I
Damn,
could have Pep right now.
that was a process, brother. That was a process. But let's go through.
I wish that guy would leave the league, bro.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm sick of him.
honestly, bro, I'm so tired. It's only.
Nah,
been
why doesn't he go for for Forest or something?
Bro,
Show us he could freaking do something,
he
man.
needs to, man. Honestly,
God.
Go ahead,
Nah, he doesn't need that
AFC
stress, bro.
AFC Richmond, real talk, man.
Yeah. That's what I want to see him do, man.
Oh,
Freaking-
man.
That's what I'm saying. All those other managers have that shit on their fucking on their back, carrying
Mhm.
something.
Hey, man.
Pep, join Manchester United. Show that you could. You're him.
Man, that's crazy.
man.
Gene, Gene, is this Gene officially saying he's 10 hog out? I write this down.
If anything, I hope Pep retires. He does like the Zizou, like he wants to focus on family. Like we don't need that guy in football.
Yeah, no, facts.
He's
ASAP.
too good.
Bro,
He's too good.
it
That's
would
the
be
ultimate acknowledgement of his greatness.
facts, bro. He's
Nah,
just
for
pull a
sure. He's
Thanos
too
and
good,
hop
man.
on a farm, bro. Sick
Like,
freak.
he's proved it, bro. Like just get out of here. Go to Celtics or something and manage them.
Facts, bro.
Make
Yeah,
them great
yeah, Pep
again.
needs to go. Yeah, go to Scotland, bro.
Old
Yeah,
firm.
do some work over there.
Facts, man.
Ultimate
He'll find
acknowledgement
some
here.
random
Pep
like Spanish guy from that.
is
from that
not
place.
a bald fraud.
Nah, he's
Oh, no, he's
a ball freak bull.
Yeah, those allegations. Yeah, he'll never beat those.
He's a freak bull, man. All right, real quick though.
But Pep, come prove you're not racist and come to Manchester United.
You know, he said it. He said it
How
5
would
times. Bro. He's
joining Man
begging it.
United
He's
prove he's not
begging it.
racist?
Nah, he's got to go coach
The
it.
face of United is Rashford, man.
Nah, he's got to go coach an African national team, bro.
Facts.
That's
AFCON
the
glory.
truth. That's what he needs to do.
Nah, he would do it. He would probably go to like Algeria too, bro.
Facts.
Knowing Pep.
Okay, a West African national team.
Okay.
Nah, I need my man. You know what I'm saying? Take it to South Africa.
Man's gonna coach Cameroon and only
Yo,
call up the French
yo,
nationals, bro. None of the ones born and raised in Cameroon.
Yo, imagine Pep coaching this Nigeria team coming up right now.
Bro, nah,
He
Then
could-
with Osimhen and
Yeah, he would literally make those guys play like center mid or something too. Like we need the quality here.
I'm dead, man. But yeah, but let's run through this 1 through 11 that we have for the 21st century, the best team in the 21st century. In goal, we have Manuel Neuer. Right back, we have Philip Lahm. Center back, Sergio Ramos and Paolo Maldini. Left back, Marcelo. CDM, Sergio Busquets. Center mids, Iniesta and Modric. Right wing, Mo Salah. Left wing, Neymar. And at striker, we have Luis Suarez. That is our 11. We'll probably have a picture of it or something like that up on Twitter so I can go slander it.
And reminder, we didn't include Messi and Ronaldo on purpose.
Yes, that was on purpose. So if you say, "Oh,
Yeah. Also, we didn't even talk about we didn't talk about Yaya Toure from midfield. That's crazy.
Bro, that's
And I
also.
Why
know-
would we talk about
that's
him
not
as
as
a
long.
DM?
It's not.
Why would you talk?
I know,
about
but it's
What
just like
what position are we gonna
I know
mention him?
it's like he doesn't fit exactly in any of those positions.
Yeah.
But that's just like it kind of
Again,
like I
if it
thought about
was-
it. I was like, damn, we really didn't even.
I mean, he'd be a
mention
great
Yaya
8,
If
Toure.
it-
great
yeah.
box to box,
If it
but
was
he's not
an open
competing with
3.
Iniesta and Modric.
Yeah, bro.
If it was a more open 3 instead of
I
fixed
feel that it
positions,
was
I
an
would have said something, but
honorable
no.
mention for sure there.
Yeah, we could have honorable mentioned him
Yeah,
when I mentioned
definitely.
Gerrard and Lampard.
Yeah.
I still think he's under those two though.
Yeah, in terms of career, yeah.
Yes, but ability,
Prime, that's a different
ability-wise, it's a different
Yeah,
conversation.
category, but
Prime, when that guy was trying, he was freaking running up and down the field,
When,
scoring 20
when he
freaking
wasn't
goals
thinking
like
about
a
freaking,
monster.
when he wasn't
Yeah.
thinking about Hazard's
He was
bum.
also a monster for entertainment on his interviews too.
On 100%. If he's
Bro, that's post-career, man. That's
We're adding
post-career.
interview tax is crazy.
I'm not saying anything to elevate his
Nah.
right there.
I'm
The
sorry,
Bro, if
the
it's
only
interview
argument
tax,
for. I'm
left
just
back
saying
should be
his
Patrice Evra.
interviews.
Nah,
His
facts.
interviews got to be some of the greatest entertainment I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, I saw
It's
something.
true.
You know how that thing that Adrian sent of the CR7 to jail for 99 years or whatever. That
Oh, yeah,
freaking
yeah.
clickbait thing. Yo, there was something on Instagram and Patrice Evra just commented, "See,"
Yeah, that was
under
hilarious.
it. Like he didn't read what it said. It just said CR7, and he literally just.
Wait, was
I
that
hope you
same?
know. I hope you know
Yeah.
I said that stuff just because it's like it's just so hilarious that like that's just literally words. Like those words exist all in this. Like Cristiano Ronaldo could receive jail. Was it prison or 99 lashes? or
99
whatever.
lace. Yeah,
I don't know.
whatever it said.
I was just like, what? The...
And he just commented, bro, like a big "See," under it, bro.
Nah, those
Literally
are
didn't
successful
read.
clicks, bro. That's
Patrice
pretty
Evra,
funny.
man. What a fool, man! What a fool! Shout out to Patrice Evra. We gotta do another next international break. We'll do
predictions.
We'll do the funniest like football on 11 of all time. We'll do the funniest football on 11.
The
Damn,
funniest.
bro, I already have my
Like,
fullback set.
The most
Yeah.
entertaining people, bro.
So in terms of like
They could
like
be
personality
the
and
funniest to
everything.
watch play or just okay, it could be everything.
Personality
'Cause, like-
on the pitch,
Like in
lack of
terms of
talent,
who's funny
whatever.
to watch
So
play,
then it's
Harry
Pepe and
Maguire gets in
Arteta
that
for
team.
manager.
Man.
Nah, that's
Harry
crazy.
Maguire.
No, they are
Actually,
very funny.
Yeah, no, they're
Maguire is
funny.
one of the funniest players
Yeah,
I've
he
ever
is
seen
funny.
play
I'm not
football.
gonna lie.
He's just
My-
hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie. Underrated pick for manager though. What's it called? My boy Warnock, bro. My boy Warnock. Come on, man. It's
Yo,
the
Warnock.
basics of football. You get the fucking die to get 3 points.
Nah, there's a lot of funny managers, bro. Klopp, Arteta, Pep, like they're funny
Yeah.
guys.
Bro,
And
I'm
then-
saying.
Yeah, because they're all freaks.
Also
in
Mourinho,
some
bro.
way.
And
Yeah,
Mourinho is
Mourinho-
hilarious.
They're all
Mourinho's
freaks
class,
in
yeah.
some way. You have
Yeah.
to be a
Mourinho's
freak
class.
to be a successful
And then-
football manager. You have to have some
This
kind
is
of
crazy, bro. Like,
Louis
but
Van
Conte
Gaal
versus
underrated.
Tuchel.
complex. You know.
Like
Oh,
just Conte
the Conte
versus
Tuchel?
Nah, just that one moment would just
That
be
handshake and that, oh man.
Bro, I'm
and
telling
them
you.
both getting fucking.
I'm gonna give y'all this one
Yo,
for free.
facts.
Well, I'll revisit
There's
it when we
always
get to it.
a catch with every manager who's
Yeah.
like successful
Hey,
in world football. There's
I'll-
something about even
what's
Ancelotti
it
with the raising the eyebrows, just you know.
Yeah,
it's just-
Dang, I was about
I don't
to
even
say
know
what
what
I
I
did with Arsene Wenger, but I remembered he had the jacket situation.
Yeah, just,
Man can never zip up his jacket.
nah, bro. And him and that
Wait.
beef with Mourinho. Oh, what to say? That's facts.
What's
Yeah, that's
serves?
true.
What serves other than throwing the boot at Beckham, which is
Um,
fucking insane, bro.
Bubblegum chewing. Always had a red nose, whiskey nose. I was gonna say about Sir Alex.
Yeah.
Nah,
There's
feel
that
like
one clip where the balloon pops. Have you ever seen that? Like on the bench, like
you
like
know,
there was a
like, when
balloon
I-
No, and the
somewhere,
chewing
and
the
then like
gum too.
and then one of the
And
coaches
chewing
like
the
popped the
gum.
balloon, and then like everyone jumped, including Sir Alex. Like I got a jump scare. So you can look it up if you want. It's funny.
Nah,
I
man.
just think of him like going into practice like in the 90s with like a scotch and just like fucking with a cigar. I don't know why. I don't even think
Yeah.
he smokes, but I just
Bro, I
I
don't
just
even-
envision that shit.
I don't even think Sir Alex Ferguson would be on the training pitch. Like I think his coaches, like he had coaching staff that would do it. Like he was
Oh, no,
really like
yeah,
an old
he-
school manager, like
I mean,
not one of the
thing
freaks
is-
like Pep, like doing every cone and like every like measuring
if you
the
see,
distance.
If you see him, he was like, I'm not here to do like, what do you say? I'm not here to build a team. I'm here to build a club. So that's why like that
Mhm.
99 team and shit like that, like all those players like handpicked basically. Like
Yeah.
people would tell him, and then he would meet them personally and shit,
Yeah.
and make sure like he's like, yo,
Yeah.
you got a girlfriend? You only got one girl? Like he was like getting people that are family oriented and shit. Like he was
Yeah.
like mad like crazy.
Did you hear
about
those
that shit.
stories about how Sir Alex Ferguson would know all the bouncers at the clubs
Oh
in
yeah,
Manchester?
I remember somebody said that. Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
yeah.
would report to him whenever
Yeah,
one of his
who's-
players
who's
came
like-
the night before.
Yeah,
like
who's-
he'd know.
who's pulling
And then
up.
he'd-
Yeah.
I don't doubt it, bro. That guy.
That is
ran
too
a
funny,
tight
bro.
ship.
Nah, that's
That
true.
guy
Yeah.
ran a tight
Hey
ship.
man, he running
Like, he would know,
running
like,
the show out there.
Nah, yeah.
That's
that was
different,
crazy.
bro.
He was more of a father than a coach. Okay, I'll
Facts.
give you guys that.
Yeah.
He's the best father of all time in football history. Okay, and then I'll give Pep the coach.
And Pep is your. Nah, I won't go there.
Nah, dude.
All right, I won't go there.
Oh no, I was about to say before we move on, I'll give y'all one free one before we revisit the funniest 11, bro. I'm sorry. On pitch, Emmanuel Eboué. That's an underrated
No,
pick right
you-
there. I'm sorry.
Bro, I
don't
told you
care.
guys I already had my fullback set. I already had Boué locked
Nah.
in right back. How are you gonna spoil that?
Nah, they'll forget, bro. I'm sorry. That
Can we
guy,
add-
that guy's
can we
my
add
that's
Michael-
my
can we add
favorite.
Michael
I'm sorry.
Jackson or
That guy
not?
brings me too much joy.
Nah, Boué's hilarious, bro. That clip
Okay.
of him running on the pitch and kicking that ball when they're doing like a photo shoot of
Yo,
media day,
When he
bro.
go, he's playing an international match. I don't know what country he's playing, but he going up to the coach like just like understand, not as hell like he understand the instructions.
Bro, also never forget when
Was
he
it-
pushed the assistant
was it him,
referee when he
the-
was in his way. Nah, he's
Was it
goated.
Boué who tweeted when it like
That's so
Twitter
funny,
first
bro.
started? It was something like, "What does wank mean?" or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Was it him? Yeah, that was.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if that's actually a Boué or one of those like fake like
The show
parody
that
accounts.
counts.
But it was like, it was
Nah.
like for sure his
Boys.
name was used.
It's time to close this out on
Yeah.
the bold predictions.
Yeah, hold it. It's
Yeah,
getting
the way I
started.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's starting to get
Can I go
late.
first?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We could preview.
All right, bold prediction
Go
in the
ahead.
Merseyside derby coming this weekend. Dominic Szoboszlai will score a screamer. All right, screamer.
You take enough shots, eventually they're gonna go in.
Arsenal will beat Chelsea by at least 3 goals at Stamford Bridge this weekend.
At the
There we
bridge,
go.
man. At the bridge. Why is
Nice
there
and
always
bold.
multiple bets on Arsenal games, bro? It should be killing me, bro. Damn.
Entertainment value, bro.
Yeah, dang, bro. It hurts.
I'd like to rebuttal to Adrian's comment and go at him now. Manchester City will continue their cold streak and not win
Oh,
this weekend against Brighton.
that's crazy.
Dang, is that at the
It's gonna
Amex or
be Brighton.
Etihad?
At Etihad.
That's at the Etihad.
Etihad.
I guess it's
Yo.
bold because it's at Etihad.
Yeah.
No, it's bold regardless.
In the
What do you
form
mean?
that they're in.
Three losses in a row for City in the league. What the hell?
Well, he said Manchester City will not beat Brighton, so but a draw.
They're not going to win. I think they could draw, but I mean, with the state of the team right now and kind of everything going on, this is a game they have to win. I
Oh,
don't think they're
Rodri's
gonna win.
back. Yeah, Rodri's back. So,
Maybe he'll get
Yeah.
another red. So.
no, fingers crossed, bro.
Him
And
and
6 month
Milner.
ban. 6 month ban for his
Milner.
red card.
Miller's
Yeah.
gonna have to take a one for the team, man. Just
Mm,
be the
They
whole
start
time
fighting?
trying to.
I. All right.
What you got, Trey?
Damn. All right. I guess I gotta keep following the streak, man. Damn. I don't want to predict on this fucking game, bro. You already know I don't want to do it. I don't want to put on.
Don't do it then.
Nah. They're gonna say something. Oh, you ain't playing your game. You ain't being bold. Blah blah blah. But let me do it.
Well, yeah, if you predict,
Havertz. Hey, Havertz again.
no way, bro.
How much what?
Yo,
Havertz.
if Havertz does the celebration.
Havertz to score. Adebayor. Havertz to score.
He does.
Wait.
That
Is
is-
Adebayor
that is the
genuinely part of the
boldest
prediction?
No. It's not. That's bullshit. That's
Oh,
bullshit.
Oh no!
Okay.
Okay, so I thought your prediction was that Havertz was going to score and then
Right,
run
and do
into the
Adebayor.
Adebayor
That would be
celebration.
That would be
insane.
so. That would be so funny, bro. And then they're
Oh my
home.
God. Yo,
where
you'd
would
have
he be
to
doing that?
respect-
I don't
You
know.
have to
Trey's been on a
respect
hot streak
Havertz
with
for the
predictions
rest of the
lately.
way.
I would
so-
respect him, but he's definitely not. He doesn't have the.
Yeah,
cojones
he's
to
not.
do
Yeah,
that.
he's gonna.
Hell no.
He's gonna be too
Adebayor,
chill.
like Adebayor wakes up
he
every
was
morning.
seething.
I'm
He
him.
was- Yeah, he was.
No, he wakes up every morning thinking I'm him. That's the type
Facts.
of mentality you should celebrate like that.
He probably has a picture of himself celebrating.
Oh, yeah,
against
100.
Arsenal
Wait,
in his
Chase, how would
house,
you
like,
feel if
Probably.
Havertz scored and just started celebrating on you guys? Like literally running around the whole pitch, like.
I'd buy a jersey just to burn it.
Bro,
We
Havertz
gave him
is
a
Champions
career.
League.
Bro, that Champions League game winner for you guys, and then he does that would be insane. That would
Gave
be
him a
hilarious.
career, and he's gonna do that.
Hey man, we're gonna see, man. But I'm gonna keep it at that. No double predictions this week. Havertz is gonna
All right.
score at Stamford Bridge
You
on
learned your
Chelsea.
Bold predictions, man. I always want to say something against, like, for United, just because if I get it wrong, you guys could clown me. Good for clicks, you know. But I don't. Fuck it. Hoyland hat trick at Sheffield. Is gonna be my prediction. One of them will hit eventually. You know, I always miss it.
I predict a hat trick every
predict-
every
No,
week.
I predict a brace or something, and then he doesn't do it, and then he does
Yeah,
it.
it's not
next
that. It's
week.
not that
Yeah.
far fetched. It's honestly
Yeah,
not
like
that far
I'm
fetched.
just missing the date, bro. I'm missing, so
Yeah.
I'm not going even for his first hat trick. Is gonna be away against Sheffield if he
Yeah.
plays.
Bro,
If he,
if Newcastle can score a hat trick at Sheffield, not hat trick. If Newcastle can score 8 goals at
Yeah,
Sheffield
he-
United,
Yeah,
then a
yeah, I
Hoyland
could.
hat trick isn't. It's not too far fetched,
Yeah,
but that's bold.
I get it.
bro, that's predicting a player to score.
no,
a
I said
hat
it's bold,
trick
it's
in any
bold.
given
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, it
Come on.
counts.
It's
It
like
counts.
Holland. If you predict a Holland hat trick, you don't know when you're gonna get it, bro. If it's gonna get
No, I
if you're
think
against
no.
United or
I'm trying to say like in support of you. Like that's not a outlandish thing to say.
Yeah, it's in the ballpark. It's in the ballpark. I'm about to say that was everybody's though, right? I'm about to say
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, word.
no one wanted to do a Everton against Liverpool.
No,
I did.
No one got
Uh,
Everton
I had-
against
that was-
Liverpool. No
that
one had
was-
the balls for that.
No,
one?
that was
That's
was
stupidity,
hey,
bro.
Hey, no.
Everyone's gonna-
I had a very specific one, but I was not gonna do it. I'm not going to do it.
And bro, Everton is 6-point lane, man.
Yeah.
That's the part of me that wants them to not get relegated. It's just
Yeah, nah. If I
too
was
nice.
gonna double dip, I was gonna be extra bold and say something stupid on that game, but I'm not. Yeah.
now you're teasing us. I feel like
Nah. This all right. I'll say it. This does not count. This does
Okay.
not count. This is not involved in anything I was gonna
Okay,
say.
so if you get
Yes,
it right,
but-
you can't do it then.
That's fine. I'll
right,
leave
let's
it up
hear
in the
it.
air. I was gonna
He
say.
just that positive.
I was gonna say. Hey, in that game, in that game, Everton will have more XG. I don't know if they'll win or lose, but they're definitely going to have more XG at that point. That's why I was going to bold prediction. That's what
I don't think that's the craziest bold prediction.
All right, the editor.
That's
The editor may or may not clip that as your bold prediction. We'll see.
Oh, wow, the incrimination is insane. Incrimination is wild, man. Let me close this out before they give me with some more incriminating shit. All right, that's all we have for the episode. That's all of our bold predictions, man. Let's roll through. Adrian, closing statements, man.
Can't wait for Premier League to be back this weekend. I'm looking forward to the game against Brighton. It's going to be a good game. It's Brighton's I've spoken a lot about Brighton this season. They're a good team, and I don't know if they're probably not gonna park the bus because not even most teams park the bus against us, but I can't see it with Brighton. It's kind of impossible. They might be a little bit more reserved, but it's going to be a good game. And I'm just happy that we're Premier League's back, and I can hopefully see City get back on track after a couple of really bad results, and that Arsenal game was left a really sour taste in my mouth. So yeah.
Nice. Anyways, Chase, closing statements.
This is a wild thing to say, but it's also 2.5 hours in. I'm getting a bit delusional, but with all the personal shit going on in my life currently, if Chelsea beats Arsenal, it's all worth it.
Oh my god.
And I'll be happy.
Oh my gosh. Listen, how you gonna put that there?
We're all Chelsea this weekend.
Yeah,
Chelsea this weekend.
And if they don't, I will not be on the podcast on Monday.
Hey, listen.
Chase,
I'm Chelsea this weekend for you, man.
I hope we're all Chelsea this weekend.
Just know,
Dylan's gonna be like that one freaking thing, bro. He's gonna be like this for Chelsea, man.
In fact, the side on the side.
I'm Chelsea this weekend too, man.
And all, bro. That's crazy.
I'm Chelsea this weekend.
Yeah, I would have been Chelsea regardless,
Listen.
but now even more so.
I will be here with open arms to hug you, whatever the result. Just let you know that. But these motherfuckers cannot win. I'm sorry. These motherfuckers gonna lose, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I gotta go.
I need a win, man. I need a win.
Oh man. Oh shoot. All right, Phil, man. Closing statements.
Closing statements. Yeah, I had a lot of fun today on this. What do you mean call it? Just break weekend game activity. Really excited for the next one, but like Adrian said, I'm so excited that Premier League football is back. Merseyside derby nice and early on Saturday should be a great one.
Hear it, man. Gene, closing statements.
It's crazy. I was gonna say the same thing if I started. I'm just glad the Prem is back. The beautiful thing is somehow United freaking lose against Sheffield. We have that Chelsea and Arsenal game. Whatever happens is gonna be it's gonna put a smile on everyone's face, Talking about me, Phil, and Adrian here, because if it's a banter for either of them, we'll have a laugh. Of course, we want Chelsea is more dead meat than Arsenal, so we want Chelsea to take those points from Arsenal. But any banter against those teams, I welcome with my arms.
We will be there.
We will be there.
Oh man, listen.
He was even gonna start.
Good lord.
Probably not.
If Modric scores against Arsenal, man,
then all hell will break loose.
You gotta do something.
All hell will
Yeah,
break
Trey, you
loose.
gotta come with a brown paper bag like Adrian. or something like that.
Scores against Arsenal.
You get the tattoo that he has on his neck if he scores.
Who's gonna draw that?
Nah. If you gotta do something, bro. If Modric scores against your Rolls Royces and stuff, bro, you have to do it. If like we're calling them like Holland's fathers and stuff like that.
His tattoo says talent ain't enough with the talent crossed out.
That's crazy. I will open up.
Which is the one that says only Jesus.
Hey, I will. All right, this is what happens. If you know what I'm saying, if stuff goes bad for us and Mudryk is scoring and the result don't go our way, I'll stay here and open up the podcast. I'll do some Michael Jackson moves to kick off the pod. How does that sound?
Wait. So then if Havertz scores, Chase got to do something too.
No, that's enough on him, bro.
Fair. That's fair.
You haven't scored and shit. God damn.
Yo, now bro, I'm praying on a Mudryk masterclass now. I need
man. You better listen. Chelsea got to do their business, and Mudryk got to be involved. And I'll give y'all the show, man. Hat and all. I can't really wear a hat because of Afro, but you know what I mean. All right, so that's that. And again, my closing statements, make sure y'all support the pod, man. Show us some love on all platforms, everywhere. Again, from the audio platforms to the social media platforms, everywhere you consume media, Yanks Talk Ball. Make sure you tap in, check in, show us some love, rate it 5 stars, tell a friend, go tell a friend, and share it around so we can get through in the algorithm and reach new listeners, new audiences, and get further, man. We doing our thing out here. The Prem is back this weekend, and it's sure to be a very, very fun, time back watching some club footy. So with that being said, that's all we got. That's all the talk for this week. But we're going to talk to you all soon. Peace.